All right, welcome. We are now recording. I'm Captain, your DM, and I'm here for another one-shot and D&D 5th edition. I'm gathered here with 6 incredible players, some of them new and some of them veterans. Either way, they are here for a good time tonight, and I am so excited to tell this story. A story that I call A Dance of Lies. Now, I'm going to quickly explain the story, and then we'll get right into it. This one-shot is about a world with 2 major kingdoms called... I'll display the map right now for those that want to see. Let me pull up the map before I start explaining. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so, basically, this takes place in a world of medieval technology. You have a little bit of more modern technology like bombs and such, but not too advanced. Meanwhile, the Golden Eagle Kingdom and the Mystical Sparrow Kingdom are 2 very powerful kingdoms. Kingdoms that both could probably take over the world if neither one existed. Now, these 2 kingdoms have fought against each other for the last 15 years, all over a simple, mysterious orb of magic. A small purple spear that hovers above the ground and gives off strange magical aura all around. This war has been going on for 15 years. Thousands of lives have died on both sides to simply be able to control this dome of magic, but no one has been able to touch it until 1 week ago. 1 week ago, reports showed that the Mystical Sparrow Kingdom had managed to capture the spear, the Dome of Magic, and control it for their own weapons. And because of this, the King of the Golden Eagle Kingdom, a man known as King Starklin, he took it upon himself to declare that it was all or nothing, that our players, who are all soldiers within the Golden Eagle Kingdom, some of them drafted, some of them volunteered, regardless of the circumstances, they find themselves to be on the front lines. But being on the front lines wasn't bad enough, because now the king, he proclaims, he says, "Hear he, hear he. I state now that we must control this magical mystery if we are to proclaim ourselves as the greatest kingdom in the world. I give the order now to all holy knights and their platoons. Charge upon the orb. Get control of it no matter what it costs. And this must be done under the fortnight. Any platoon that does not charge forward will be considered deserters to the military and executed on the spot. May the battles ever be in our favor." As the king declares this, we now jump to a scene of our players, and I do want to inform the players what's about to happen is going to be chaotic. It's going to be confusing. It's going to be bloody. So it's okay if you have questions, especially if you're new. If you're confused of what's going on, that's okay. I'll happily explain. But before we get into that, I'll explain what's happening. Our players find themselves to be at the very front of the battle, a battle unlike any other in the 15 years of this great war. Our players are battling back and forth, blade against blade, arrow against arrow, bomb against bomb, as they clash against those devious Mystical Sparrow soldiers. As they find themselves to be in the middle of the battlefield, the orb is reported to be not far from you. As a matter of fact, it actually hovers high in the air in front of you. This battle is so close. It's been back and forth. However, a new platoon has been sent in. You guys are that platoon. And as you march in, you suddenly realize that the sparrows were pretending like they were not prepared for you. They acted like they had to retreat due to the low numbers. However, they set up a trap for you, an ambush, and you watch as even though your numbers are greater than theirs, they have you surrounded. They have a platoon line in front of you, arrows and swords alike, along with a woman leading them, known as a mage knight. However, don't worry, because you have your own leader, a divine knight, a man named Avery. I'm going to post in keynotes what he looks like. One moment. I'll be putting all of you on the map in a moment as well. So I'm posting in keynotes. This is the Divine Knight, known as Avery. He is in charge of your platoon and has been leading you for the last 3 years. You know him as an honorable and powerful man who is never afraid to be in the front lines. Now, Avery, he stands at the front. However, you're going out against a mage knight that you know very well. Her reputation is infamous. She has maintained the line at the orb for the last week. Her name is Westvina. And she is a strong and very dangerous woman. I'm posting in keynotes what she looks like. And then I will show in the stream what she looks like as well. All right. Let me pull up how she looks on the stream. Also, to my players, you are more than free to type in general of the Discord if you want to comment or react to anything I do. I really don't mind. I actually like it when people do that. All right. Let me show... Okay, here we go. I found it. Okay, so this is the Divine Knight, Avery. And this is the Mage Knight, Westvina. The two of them both in charge of their own platoons, trying to fight over this purple orb floating above the ground. Let me mute my Discord. I forgot to do that. Okay, there we go. So with that being said, as I show those two images, we now move back towards the one-shot. And as we move back towards the one-shot, our players find themselves to be in the battlefield. I'm going to put you guys on the map, and I'm going to give you guys a couple, like 1 or 2 minutes to kind of absorb what's going on. It's a lot, and I will explain what's happening, so don't worry. But it's a lot to look at, so brace yourself as this battle goes down. Oopsie, I forgot to grab your guys' tokens. I'll do that right now. So I show where you guys are in this fight. There we go. That's good. Okay. So with that being said, actually, oopsie, I almost forgot one thing. The purple orb. It's right there. There we go. All right. Let me update the stream. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to describe what's going on right now, because I know this is a very overwhelming. A lot is happening right now. So I'll explain what's happening right now. One moment. Oh, silly me. I forgot to update the... There we go. Sorry for those that were watching. I completely forgot to put the map on there. The map should be on the stream now. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to describe what's happening on this field right now, and you guys are free to ask any questions afterwards. So the first thing I'm going to explain is what each of the enemies look like. So I'm going to post in keynotes the art for the enemies so you guys understand the enemies that you're facing. So these purple men with armor, like these purple armored men with swords, they are known as the main infantry. They are sparrow soldiers. I'm posting keynotes for you guys. So those are sparrow soldiers. And behind them are mystical archers. They fire off magical arrows through the air. I'm posting that as well. And so these are your enemies. These people are trying to kill you. Meanwhile, on your side are the Eagle soldiers, men who fight for their country along with the rest of you. You have grown to bond with these men over the last 3 years. You know that every single one of them would happily fight for their home, for their land, as you continue the charge. Many of them may not like the king ordering them to charge like this, but they know that they want to be able to go back home, and they can't do that if they're deserters. And so the Eagle soldiers, they wear armor like this as they continue the battle forward. Now, here's the tricky part as to what was going on with the platoon. The platoon had noticed a couple of civilians camping out towards the peaceful zone. Or correction, civilians were trying to leave the Sparrow Kingdom for the Golden Eagle Kingdom. And so they had managed to get across most of the battlefield, but they ran into your platoon. And your platoon had offered to protect them until after the battle was over. And so there are civilians in the battlefield as well. I'll post what the civilians look like right now.
Of course, the kids have to be next to me. Like, they're gonna die.
What? You won't protect them?
Nah. I will. I got Iris in my head.
Hashtag not my kids.
So this is Davon. You know him. He's a war photographer. So he's there to take pictures of the battle. And then you have a child. And then... And then I'll just post the rest of them. There we go. So these are all the civilians that you see on the battlefield. And finally, you see what appears to be, you know that it's your guy's artillery machine. A device that fires off cannons through the air. Your Eagle artillery. It's towards the corner, and you know that it's being controlled by a guy that you all know very well. A man named Paul. Paul's nice. Doesn't bother anyone. Minds his own business. Helps people whenever they need it. Nice guy.
Already love Paul.
Paul's the kind of guy where he just likes working on mechanical stuff. He's only doing this war thing for the pension, as he finds himself operating the artillery machine. And so, with all that being said, while I'm showing the art to the players, what I want you guys to do is I'm going to start from top to bottom of the VC. I want you to say your name, say what race you are, what class you are, and the height of your character. So it doesn't have to be in that order, but long story short, just kind of introduce your character to us. So we'll start from top to bottom. So Actonel, go ahead.
Hello, Actonel is a tiefling. She's a warlock. She's 5'5".
All right. Thank you very much. Bearclaw.
Yeah, so I'm Bearclaw. I am a furbolg. My actual height is 7'6", but us men always round up, so I'm 8 foot. And I'm a druid. So.
Very nice. Thank you. All right, Crumby, go ahead.
I am a lawful good paladin, and I'm a dwarf, and I'm 4'5".
Very nice. Thank you. Torvin, you're up next.
Torvin is a portal artificer, artillerist, and they're about 5'8".
All right. Thank you very much. Varian, go ahead.
Varian is a high elf ranger, and he is also 5'8".
All right. Very well said. Thank you. And finally, Zyrena.
Zyrena is a tiefling fighter. She is 6 foot and she's ready to spill some blood.
Very nice. Thank you very much. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to quickly show the art on stream. Okay, here we go. So this is the Sparrow Knight. This is the Archer for the Sparrows. These are the Eagle Soldiers. This is the War Photographer, Civilian. Child Civilian. The Woman Civilian. Another Woman Civilian. A Young Boy Civilian. A Woman Civilian. And Paul. We love Paul.
Hooray!
And so, with that being said, I'm going to describe what is going on real quick. And then we'll get right into it with initiative. So, I'm going to describe what's going on real quick. Let me get the right music going. All right. So you all find yourselves to be moving through the field towards this orb, this purple ball of magic that is unknown by anyone. And as you approach it, which reminds me, by the way, make sure not to move your tokens, please. Your tokens, wherever I put them, are where they are right now. So, with that being said, the Divine Knight Avery, he finds himself to be kind of marching in the front. And as he does, Torvin would be in front of him, as Torvin is their artillery guy. He's able to detect when there's mines or explosives in the area. And so Avery has Torvin in the front to watch for any kinds of hidden mines or bombs. And when they get close, Avery puts his hand out. Everyone stop! Something's not right. Even if they retreated, they would have left a scout. And I don't see anything. Torvin, get the artillery ready. And as Avery says this, you suddenly watch as a woman yells out, "Fire!" And as she does, arrows begin to fly through the air. Everyone roll a dex save.
Oh.
All right, the DC for the dex save is 12. So if you rolled under a 12, then you failed. And so I'm going to roll damage. So for those that are new, if you fail, well, actually, let me roll first and then I'll explain it. So if you fail, you take 17 damage. If you pass, you take 9 damage. So what you're going to do is on your sheet and on your token, you're going to update your health. So if you failed the save, then you take 17 damage. If you pass, you take 9. And you fail if you rolled a number under 12.
What if we didn't mean to roll a 3?
Leave me alone.
Fate doesn't like you. So arrows fly through the air, and as they do, Avery yells out, "Shields!" As you guys have shields, and some of you do anyway. Some of you might not have shields, depending on how you're rolling. But regardless, a lot of the soldiers have shields up as they block the arrows. And as they do, you see Sparrow soldiers who were they were hiding in the bushes. They come out from behind. And so you see multiple men in the front and multiple men behind you. Now, I want to be clear on something. You might not notice this, but if you look at the Eagle Soldiers tokens, each token is worth 5 men. So each token has 5 men in them. While the Sparrow Soldiers, their 1 token equals 1 man. So you technically have more men than them. So with that being said, this battle's going on as it's just started, and Paul immediately, he was rolling along the artillery cannon, but he stops it and goes, "Oh shit. All right, time to get to work." As Paul begins pulling the chain, getting the cannon ready to fire. And as he does, the soldiers that were assigned to protect him move in a formation, trying to make sure that the Sparrow soldiers don't get to him. Now, with all that being said, as all this chaos is happening, I want everyone to roll initiative.
Awesome.
So I rolled a 4. Does that mean 4 more tries?
You wish.
No, that means you're 4th in place out of all of us, I think.
Yeah, that's how that works. Okay, so what I'm doing on Roll20, you're going to see is so there's a box called the turn order. I'm adding all of you to it. What you have to do is go to your name, and next to the 0, you're going to add your number and then hit enter. I'm still adding everyone, so give me one moment. And a reminder, if you are confused in any way, don't be shy to ask. I don't mind.
One thing I'm confused. So do I just click on the 0 and then put my initiative?
Yes, you put your number. Yes, so you click on the 0, you put your number in, and then you hit enter.
Okay, I'm trying to do that, but it will not let me do that.
That's okay. I'll do it for you.
Okay, appreciate it.
What'd you roll for initiative?
23.
Okay.
Oh, you put 2 of me, by the way.
Yeah, accident.
It's okay. She can have 2 turns.
Oh yeah.
Add her highest score to my score.
Also, another thing, as a rule of thumb, this is homebrew, by the way. This is not official D&D rules, but I do allow this. You guys are allowed to switch your initiative with each other or ally NPCs. So if any of you want to switch your role with each other, I will allow it. So you guys can talk about that if you want to.
We got a 3 or 4.
I'm
I
rolling
got
for
a
the...
4.
Oh, actually, to be clear, I will not allow you guys to switch with NPC with the civilians. Civilians are not considered allies. Only the soldiers.
Oh, what? No, meat shields.
That makes them enemies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's considered treason, right?
All right, I rolled initiative for the NPCs. I'm setting it now. Reminder, on the initiative, go to your name and add a number to the 0 and hit enter, please. Okay.
Sorry,
Corbin's gonna
what's
need to
that?
have his number added.
You're
It was
good.
a 10.
So Bear Claw, what was your initiative? Would you roll?
4.
Okay.
And then I misclicked and rolled a 7, so
That's okay.
7.
Well, no, it's a 4. You rolled one time. Oh, you're joking. You're joking. Okay. No, you're good. You're good. Torvin, what'd you roll?
We got a 10.
All right, perfect. I got you. Okay. So with a 10, oh, that reminds me, Torvin does not have a computer. So could you possibly stream your screen, Zyrina, for him?
Oh yeah,
Or t-
sorry.
Or take a picture?
Yeah.
Whatever's easier
No,
for
no,
him. Okay.
So right now it's actually working on my phone. So if you guys
Okay,
want to
perfect.
save your CPU,
All right, perfect.
Oh, okay.
Good to hear. And so now we get into combat. This huge battle's going in front of you right now. And you guys do whatever you want. Don't feel inclined to do anything. You guys do what you feel your character would do. It's entirely up to you. But all I'll do is explain the situation to you. You have a charging force in front of you. You have men flanking from behind. You have an artillery machine on your side, which is going to start firing cannons. And you have civilians who are screaming and crying for their lives as these men begin to move towards battle. You are the first one to go, Varian. What do you want to do?
So there are civilians crying, just having, not the best of times right now.
Yes.
And there's just, okay.
So
And
for your situation, I forgot to put his name. That's my mistake. So for your situation, the war photographer, Devon, he does not seem scared at all. Like right now, he's wearing a nice suit. He's crouching on the ground with like a camera. He's saying, all right, that's what I'm talking about. Get that shot. Get that shot. Yeah, get that shot. Yeah.
Oh, no, he built for this. Okay, yeah, he built for this. He ain't new to this. Okay.
Get those swords and axes out. I want a good picture. And meanwhile, a woman named Rakana, a tiefling, she's yelling out and saying, please, someone help me. I can't die like this. I just wanted to get a nice house and a husband. Please, someone save me. She's like screaming out, like not too far from you. Meanwhile, like your fellow soldiers have their swords and shields out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got dead meat, allies, and people ahead of us. Okay. Where's the woman that's screaming? Where's she at? Is she with her son or whatever?
So no, so she's on the map at the bottom left. I'm pinging where she is. Right here, Rakana.
Okay, I see her. Okay. You got 3 soldiers around you. You'll be alright. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot in this direction right here, where these 5 are right here.
To be clear, are you using bow and arrow or a gun, or what are you using?
I'm using my longbow.
All right, go ahead. Wind up the arrow. Take your shot. Roll to hit.
Boom! That's a 28 for the first one.
All right.
And for my second attack, that's a 15. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 hits.
Awesome. So both hit. Awesome. All right. So that's 8 damage for the. Oh, what you say?
Which one are you targeting?
Hold on. Let me use the ruler.
Okay.
I'm targeting. Not over there. I'm targeting this.
This one? Okay. All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
All right, I rolled. A 10 for the. Oh, I rolled an 8 for the first one, and a 10 for the second one.
All right, I have one question.
All right, what's up?
How do you want to kill him?
Oh wow, light work. Okay, as a marksman should, right between the eyes.
So the arrow, it just flings through the air and it slams right between his eyes. You watch as his armor gets pierced through. Your hollow arrow points are too strong for their armor as the man just crumbles to the ground, his knees slamming into the dirt as blood sprinkles down into the hole you made. And he just falls to the ground dead, just like that. You are the first one to get first blood in the battle. And because of that, I'm going to give you a token of inspiration. Do you know what that is?
I've heard of tales of such inspiration, but I've never looked into it. No.
So, a token of inspiration is something that the DM can give to a player as a reward for impressing him. And what it means is that you can use it only one time ever. And what it does is, let's say, for example, you don't like the roll you made, you can roll again if you use a token of inspiration. It lets you roll one more time.
Okay, awesome.
And so that man, he falls to the ground dead, blood sprinkling around. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm gonna use. Is there anyone near him? Like, would you say like 5 feet in between, like near them?
I'm gonna say no, unfortunately.
No. Okay, then that is indeed that's the end of my turn.
All right, so Varian, he pulls off a clean double shot as that man's now dead. And the battle, it rages on. You guys now officially hear the sound of a war battle. People clashing left and right, chaos enveloping all around you. Now we move on to the next player, Zyrena. What do you want to do, Zyrena? You find yourself to be surrounded by soldiers on your side and against you. You hear a woman and small boy in the back crying and saying, the little boy yelling, saying, "Mommy! Mommy, where are you, Mommy? Mommy!" And the woman civilian, she yells out and says, "Cut! I'm looking for you, Cut! Stay on the ground, Cut!" As she's crawling on the floor as dirt scrapes all around in the air. Meanwhile, another young boy named Brendan is yelling and saying, "Don't worry, I fucking got this. I'll take these slaps out real quick." As you see this young boy pull out this small little, like, child bow with like a child arrow. Like you can tell it's not going to do anything against these soldiers. Meanwhile, you hear soldiers around you taking out their swords and shields. And Avery just yells out and says, "Fight on! Stay alive! That's an order!" What do you want to do, Zyrena?
All right. Well, to the 2 that are closest to me that I'm pinging, I'll get their attention and tell them, "Hey, you better pay attention to me. Don't look at that kid. I want to kill you, and I will do the cleave with my with my halberd.
All right.
So if I hit the first one, I can hit the next one.
All right,
Let's hope.
roll the hit.
Oops, wrong button. Okay, it's 15.
You hit.
Woohoo! All right, so I'll roll for the first one. So first guy gets 9 damage.
So you guys watch as she just cleaves this guy. She moves skilled like, as though this is nothing more than another Tuesday for her, as she skillfully cleaves him. And are you rolling it one more time?
No, I believe the second creature just takes the same, but without my ability modifier. So,
Okay.
is that? I guess that's 3. 3 damage to the second guy.
All right. So you deal 9 damage to the first. Remind me, which one are you targeting?
Here, I'll ping it. There you go.
Okay, perfect. So that man, you slam your cleaver right into the guy's chest, and he stands there like groaning in pain, but he's still alive. He's still staying true to his oath to fight for his country. The second man who's trying to run behind to help him gets hurt a little bit because of your ability, as he just kind of stands there in shock. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yep, I'm gonna take this opportunity to action surge, so that I can hit them again.
All right, roll to hit.
Fuck. 11.
So of an 11, you move quickly. However, because of how skilled you are, sometimes it's bad to be too skilled, as your ego gets a bit inflated. You assume that you'll be able to hit him, but this man, he's determined. He underestimated you before, but now he moves quickly as you swing again, but his sword, it comes up just in time as it blocks the blade. And as he does, he plants his feet, holding his ground, and he stares at you in the eyes. You won't kill me that easily, you demon. As he stares at you, judging you for being a tiefling.
Oh yeah? Just you wait. And she'll, I guess, pull it back, disappointed she couldn't, get a second swing on him, but she's ready. She's standing ready for him.
All right. As this is going on, Westvina, she's up to the plate as she steps forward and she puts her hand out and she just simply says, "Die." And she casts Fireball, 5th level, right. I'm gonna draw where she fires it. I'm gonna do a blue rectangle. So she fires it in this area. There we go. So roll a dex save. Actinel and Varian both roll dex save.
Oh, that's rude.
So the soldiers fail, the photographer fails, and the civilian fails. Damn.
What do you mean the photographer failed? He came here. This is what he came here for.
All right, let me roll damage.
Can I do Hellish Rebuke for a reaction?
Normally that only works if they. Well, actually, it's been a minute. Remind me. Read the spell real quick. Does it say if they hit you with a melee or just if they hit you?
It says
Just
the creature
damage.
that damaged you.
Okay, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, so yeah, you're good to go. 100% golden. Yes, so you cast Hellish Rebuke. I'll get to that in a moment. Let me roll damage first. So 14 damage if you fail. The DC for the dex save is 14. So if you rolled under a 14, you take 14 damage. If you rolled a 14 or higher, you take 7 damage. Now, as this flies through the air and you guys hear this fireball just blast right in the middle of this corner of soldiers, I want Actinel, Hellish Rebuke, roll damage.
Alright, hold on. Let me try to figure out how to do that. Eh, 9.
So with a 9, you watch as Westvina, her body gets lit up by flames because of you. You stand your ground, Actonel. Despite the fact that you just watched multiple men burned alive, you maintain your strength as you plant your resolve, and Westvina gets lit up on fire. And when she does, her eyes, they narrow as they stare at Westvina, or I'm saying Westvina, at Actonel. She stares at you, and she says, "That one is mine." As she immediately jumps off this hill, this 30-foot hill, she jumps off easily and lands on the ground as she begins marching towards Actonel. And that's the end of her turn. It's your turn now, Crumby. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, the war photographer Devone, he is unfortunately on death saves. Rakana is on death saves. Well, actually, no, she's still alive. But she's on the ground, very burned right now.
All right. Well, I am going to be attacking over here because we just got a bunch of guards over here that I thought would be helping out or not.
All right. So Crumby, he is a man who's not afraid of combat. He immediately charges straight towards these sparrow soldiers. He's killed plenty of them before. He pulls out his sword, and as he does, he charges in. Roll to hit. What'd you roll?
It was a 20. Critical.
Okay. Roll damage.
Minus. Why is that -3? That's wrong. Wrong dice. Still a 3 the way I slice it. Okay. Sword is 8, and 3 is 11 altogether.
So what's the total?
11.
Okay. You rolled a nat 20, right?
Yeah, so I get a...
Because it's a nat 20, I'm going to give it to you because you're very close to killing him anyway, so I'm going to give it to you. As you walk up to this man and you kill him, how do you want to kill him?
As Crumby swings his long sword through the creature, he cuts it in half, and the body hears the crunching, and the head falls forward, and the legs just stand there, waiting to die.
Incredible. As you do that, roll intimidation. So with a 10, I'm going to give it to you. As two mystical sparrow soldiers, they see what you did, and they both do not want to fight you. They begin to kind of back off a little bit, like saying, we're good. We don't want to fight you. We're good. We're good. As two of them begin to back up a little bit away from you. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Very well done. Let me mark this as X. Okay, perfect. Okay, so after that, we now move to Actonel. What do you want to do, Actonel?
Okay, so I will just use my Eldritch Blast cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, the Firebolt cantrip. I think I might be able to deal more damage that way. But
Okay.
she, in response to that, to the enemy lady, she would say, "Fire, you wanted to play with fire. Now fire plays with you." And then she's just gonna roll.
All right.
And I'll attack her with that. Ugh. Actually, I didn't roll to hit. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Ooh, the 22? Actonel, you stand up to the challenge. As far as Westvina's concerned, you're nobody. Just a soldier in a military. But Westvina, she's legendary. She's been known to win every battle she's ever been involved in. But you're standing up to her. You plant your feet in the ground as your hair flows through the wind from your spell, as you just blast it right at her. And you guys watch as fire just blazes through the air, slamming right into Westvina. Westvina gets pushed back a little bit as she blocks it with her arm a little bit, but takes damage. And she just kind of scowls at you. And she yells loudly, so loud in fact that you all can hear it, as she yells and says, "You dare try to burn me!" As she yells, getting furious now. I'm going to add the damage to her sheet. And so she's furious. And is there anything else you'd like to do for your turn?
No, I think that's it.
All right, that's the end of your turn. We now get to Paul. Paul, he is a man on a mission. He gets on that artillery cannon and he is revving it up. Come on, come on. Oh, man, I like some of these guys. They make me some good-ass fucking sandwiches. Come on. Please don't kill our cook. I like that guy. As Paul's just fucking revving up that chain. All right, come on, come on, come on. Sally, don't let me down, baby. Come on, Sally. Let's go. Let's go. As like Paul slaps the cannon to make it work, and the cannon just begins roaring up. And he aims it right towards a cluster of soldiers, and he fires off a cannon. Boom! I don't know why I went boom when I have a sound effect for it. So he fires it off. He fires off
Don't
the
even
cannon.
matter.
So
He
he
gonna
fires.
Better how you did it.
Thank you. And so it fires off as it just flies through the air. I'm going to draw the radius of it. So it covers a wide radius. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go.
Believe in you, Paul.
So it covers a wide radius of 4 soldiers. I'm going to roll the hit.
Oh yeah, that's a nat 20 right there.
18. I'm rolling damage. It deals 30 damage. So you guys just watch as this cannon fires off and it causes an explosion. You see 4 soldiers literally just shredded. All 4 of them screaming in the air as they fly and are dead on the spot. 4 soldiers dead just like that. As Paul kind of like says, fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. As Paul pulls out a piece of chalk and he draws on the cannon, he draws 4 more marks on it, saying, that's 4 more kills for today, baby. As you see 4 soldiers dead.
Never doubted you for a second, Paul. Never for a second.
Very good. And so now we get to Torvin. Torvin, you're the artillery guy on the front lines. Avery is shielded up and ready to fight alongside you. What do you want to do, Torvin?
Sorry about that. Having issues.
No,
Okay.
you're
So Torvin, seeing the archers up on the hill, he is actually going to lob a grenade. Let me get back to the map here real quick. Sorry for the background noise.
No, you're good.
Of course, the map doesn't want to work. Hang on. Reload. Okay, so pretty much where the mage was before she moved, those 4 that are clustered over there, I need them all to make a DC 15 saving throw.
All right. I'll roll right now. All right, 7. He fails.
Wait. Okay, they all failed.
I think he means all 4 of them up here.
It's up to you.
I don't know. I think that's what he means. I'm asking. I don't know.
It's entirely up to you. So here, with your ruler, mark where you're using it again. Remind me.
My bad. 1 second.
You're good. You're good.
Is it working? It's not working. This is jam. That's why no one's using it.
That's okay. Just describe to me
All
where.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get it up. Hang on. Right. Come on, map. I apologize. Technical. Here we go. Circle. Linger.
Okay, there.
Easy.
Got you. Okay. So yeah, they fail.
Okay. So they will take. Second. Come on. It is so slow using a phone. Holy heck.
It's okay.
So this particular grenade is a frag grenade, which on a fail they take 5d6 piercing damage.
All right.
So that real quick.
I can roll for you if you want.
This one I can do.
Okay.
And we got 18 points of piercing damage.
All right. I have one question for you. How do you want to kill them?
In glorious explosion, of course. It is a frag grenade. I believe that the shrapnels just tear these archers apart, and just body after body falling down. After that, that's my action. With my movement, I'm gonna get within 15 feet of the mage. If you don't mind moving me for that.
Absolutely. No.
And as I raise my wrist towards the mage, a flamethrower emits, and she will have to make a saving throw against my my turret. Come on. Why do you keep resetting? It is a, what is the DC? Come on. That's a dex save of 16.
So let me roll for her. A 14, she fails.
All right, so she takes 2d8 fire damage, which is not much. So just 5 points of fire damage.
All right.
And I'll go ahead and push back a little bit. We'll say the rest of my movement speed, whatever I've got left, of 30 feet. And that'll end my turn.
All right. Very well done. Very well done. So, okay. So let me update her token. So you like fire off this fire at her. However, as you do, she casts Hellish Rebuke on you. Hellish Rebuke is a con save, I believe. Let me double check. It's a dex save. So roll a dex save.
Dex is the turtle's specialty.
Mm-hmm.
Of course,
see
of
here.
course.
What do we got?
Indeed, indeed.
Save. Dexterity. 14 plus 2 for 16.
So if a 16, you pass. You take half damage.
Right.
So you take 13 damage.
Oh, shit.
So you take 13 damage as the fire just kind of like you light her up, but she lights you up back as both of you are now on fire. So you guys just watch as this mage knight woman is on fire. Meanwhile, this turtle in front of her is on fire as well. You just see two people on fire right now, back and forth. And is that the end of your turn?
That's my turn, yeah.
All right. So we now move to the Mystical Sparrow Soldiers. Real quick, before I forget, if you are new on the stream and you're watching, definitely give a follow. It helps a lot, and hopefully you enjoy what you're seeing. If you have any questions, don't be shy to ask in chat. Okay, so with that being said, we now focus back into the battle at hand. The Mystical Sparrow Soldiers are up next, and they begin marching up. So let me roll. So the first one, he marches up, and he immediately moves towards... I'm saying 3 of them. So 3 of them immediately, like, they ignore Crumbly. So Crumbly, I'm going to give you an opportunity attack for one of them because one runs by you. So go to roll opportunity attack, Crumbly. Or Crumby, sorry.
Dexterity. 17. Saving throws of 17.
All right. So if a 17, roll damage. Oh, my goodness.
Hey.
Okay,
Well, he's dead, right?
That's no. Sorry, that's my mistake. What I meant to say is you get an opportunity attack, so roll to hit.
$14. So that's 14 attack of opportunity damage.
You hit. Roll damage.
Is 10.
All right. So you deal 10 damage. So you slam your sword into his back as he begins moving towards your allies. And as he gets past, the 3 of them attack the eagle soldier. I'm gonna roll to hit once for all the soldiers. So with a 10, let me see. Well, actually, I'll just roll for those 3 together. So those 3 together with a 10, they do not hit. So they move up on the eagle soldiers, but they are not able to hurt them. Meanwhile, 2 more soldiers, they begin moving towards Sparrow soldiers. They begin moving towards Clara. 2 of them move over to Clara. One of them grabs Clara by her neck as she's screaming, "Stop! Please stop!" As she, like the soldier, he picks her up and holds her hostage as he puts a sword to her neck. "Surrender now or the woman dies!" The eagle soldiers, they kind of hesitate, but Avery, he yells out, "This is a battle of life and death. I don't care who's a hostage. Keep fighting, men!" And so the Sparrow soldiers just kind of stand there like awkwardly while holding this woman hostage. Meanwhile, one Sparrow soldier, he attacks Zyrena. Let me roll to hit. So with an 8, he misses completely. So with an 8, he misses the attack. And as he misses the attack, we now then... What is this music? Let me change this. Okay, so back goes... Oh, it was just something. Okay, so with that being said, the rest of the soldiers, they begin moving up. They charge right into the fray. Two soldiers move up on Torvin to back up Westvina. Both of them are rolling to hit. I'm going to roll to hit for both of them. With a 17. Luckily for Torvin, they do not hit. Torvin, like, and by the way, Torvin, if you don't like this, let me know. I'm just flavoring. So, like, the two of them, they swing their swords at Torvin, but Torvin manages to turn his back to where his turtle shell, they deflect off the sword hits as the both of the men yell, "What the fuck, man? Why ain't this shit working? What the fuck?" As he's just like they both just keep hitting your back with the swords, but it's not working as your shell is just completely bouncing off their blades. And they both scream in frustration as this is going on.
As they're attempting, Torvin is laughing manically. Keep trying.
Meanwhile, I rolled to hit for the rest of the Sparrow soldiers. Let me roll damage. So they deal 17 damage. As you see them cut down multiple Eagle soldiers, you see multiple men fall to the ground, bleeding out or dead already, as the battle continues to intensify. All right. With that being said, we now jump to the archers. The archers, they begin to fire their arrow barrage. Everyone roll a dex save.
Oh man, that's my thing. Okay.
That's the way it is. Coming at 19.
14.
I got a 12.
Very nice, very nice. The DC to pass is 12. So if you got 12 or higher, then you pass. If you got underneath 12, you fail. I'm gonna roll damage for the arrows.
Could Torvin cast shield to avoid the arrow attack?
So luckily for you, Torvin, you are not being shot by arrows because you're too close to the soldiers. So the archers would not want to risk hurting their own. So you do not get shot, Torvin. I should have specified that, so my bad. So Torvin, you're safe. As for everyone else has to make a dex save. The DC is 12. If you failed, then you take 7 damage. If you passed, you take 4 damage. As the arrows, they fly through the air at a quick succession, one after the other. As they fly through the air, you see multiple Eagle soldiers fall to their knees, filled with arrows. The situation is looking dire. You guys have lost at least 10 men already, as the battle seems to be getting worse. We now move to Holy Knight Avery. By the way, guys, make sure you update your sheets and your tokens with your health. So now we move to Holy Knight Avery. Avery, he sees what's going on, and he immediately moves in and attacks 2 of the soldiers in front of him. I'm going to roll to hit. He pulls out his greatsword. As he swings with his greatsword, and with his first attack, he misses. He attacks again. So Avery is not, like, he is Like, normally he is a beast, but right now he is doing awful in this fight, as he is worried about his men. And so he swings his greatsword clumsily, but the Sparrow soldiers, they easily manage to back up and dodge his swings, as though it were nothing at all. And now we move to the Eagle soldiers. The Eagle soldiers, they begin marching up on the Sparrow soldiers. I'm gonna roll to hit. So with a 12, the Eagle soldiers are unfortunately not able to hit, as the battle continues on, but they are not able to get any of their hits in. We now move to Bridget, the civilian. She manages to grab her child, Kurt, and she picks him up, and the two of them begin to run away from the battle. All right, Bear Claw, you're up. Your turn.
All right, I'd like to throw the turtle at him because he seems like he knows what he's doing.
Absolutely.
All right, so I might need some guidance here, but
Yeah, no worries.
I think what I want to do is just heal myself because I'm like almost dead already. Is
Yeah,
that
absolutely
doable? Okay. So I will move my character.
Roll to see how much you heal.
Okay, got it. And where do I do that at? Sorry.
So remind me, what are you using to heal?
He does
Healing
have
word.
healing word.
Healing
Or
word.
healing
Okay.
word. Yeah.
Yes. So when you go to your spells, go to healing word. You're gonna see like a heart symbol. Just press on that, and that'll roll for you how much you heal.
Oh, got it. 6.
So you give yourself 6 HP. So you see this whole battle going on in front of you, and as you do, you realize that the situation is not good. You have blood all over your clothes, and so you cast a healing spell right over yourself, and so you get 6 HP back. Now, what do you want to do?
I want to run. Sorry. What's my action? Like, what actions can I make after this?
So you casted a spell already. So what this means is that you can, if you have any bonus actions, you can do that, or you
That's his
can.
bonus action, actually, because I think healing word is a bonus action.
Well, it depends on the class, but that is true. Here, I'll double check your sheet. I'll double check right now.
Nah. It's a bonus action. Trust and believe.
Well, I probably will let it be anyway. I'm just curious.
It is.
Can I just?
Bonus action for all classes. But since it's a leveled spell, that means his action can only be a melee or other. It can't be another spell.
Yes. Okay. So yes, it is considered a bonus action. So you are able to use the spell, and now you can use the physical action. What do you want to do?
Got it. Okay, so is Thorn Whip a spell or is that a physical attack?
I will consider it a physical attack. Roll to hit.
Okay, I'll just do Thorn Whip on these this guy right here. If it's showing.
Yep, I see it. So you march up on him. So like you're running through the field, and as you do, you clutch that whip in your hand and you just lash it at him. Roll to hit.
And I roll. Sorry, where do I roll that at?
So the
So
thorn.
number 7, Omni.
Yes, that's right.
The number 7. Where do you see that at?
Next to Thorn Whip.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So unfortunately, from what I'm looking at, or wait a second. Oh, this is your sheet. Okay, I see. Okay, cool.
I rolled a 27.
You rolled a nat 20, my friend.
So they're all dead, right?
Omni, that just means you hit.
So with a nat 20, your damage is doubled. So roll damage.
Okay, and damage is
It's 2d6.
Yep, right next to it.
$14.
All right, so you deal 14 damage, and I'm going to double that. So you deal 28 damage. And because they're both right next to each other, I'm going to let you kill both of them. How do you want them to die? Describe this to me.
So I'd like to use Thorn Whip. I'd like to bring them all together. So wrap my Thorn Whip around their legs, kind of, and then slam them together.
As you just see their helmets clunk against each other as they both fall to the ground. And how do you finish them off?
bashing their heads in right into each other.
So not only do their heads bash in, but you do it in a way in which it is at full velocity. You watch as their skulls smash into each other, blood spurting out between them as it slowly slides down their helmets on the ground. So you not only kill both those men, but you manage to save the civilian woman, Clara. She immediately stands there as she looks at you and she says, You saved my life. As her eyes like stare at you. Do you want a wife? She says to you after you do that.
And then I say, I didn't do it for you. I did it for me.
Like after you say it,
real as hell.
yeah, real as absolutely. So after you say that, she just stares at you and she's like, "Oh, well, could I stay by you anyway? Please, I'm really scared. Please, my name's Clara."
No, Paul's handling things up north. You can go there.
Is Paul single?
Yes.
Well, then absolutely say less. As she just kind of like, you see her kind of like fix up her hair a little bit, and she kind of like scruffs up the dirt off her clothes. I gotta go get myself a man. As like she begins like walking past Bear Claw, and she says, "But seriously, you're my hero." She says to like Bear Claw as she just like starts running away, and she runs towards Paul as she gets to the cannon next to Paul, and she runs over there. Meanwhile, is there anything else I like to do, Bear Claw?
I think that's it.
All right, that's the end of your turn, Bear Claw. So Devone, unfortunately, he is dead. The woman with her child and Kurt, they both keep running into the like away from the battlefield, so they're gone now. All right, now we have another civilian, Brendan. Brendan, he immediately runs up next to Zyrena. "Don't worry, miss. I can help. I got this." As he pulls out his little toy bow and shoots a toy arrow right at the soldier. And the arrow, it fires at his chest, and it's like a little plastic arrow. It just clink and falls to the ground as the soldier just looks at the Brendan, and he's like, "Are you a fucking idiot?" And Brendan's like, "Well, what the hell? Why didn't that work?" As he just stares at him in shock, as Brendan falls to his knees, shaking. All right, that is the end of the first round. We are on round 2 now, everybody. Varian, what do you want to do?
I'm just Varian's like in shock that Avery, the guy who's supposed to lead us, missed both of his attacks. He's just in shock.
Yep.
But he is going to. Where's the little incompetent child at? Brendan, where's he at? He's at the top right?
So yeah, he's up ahead.
Okay. Seeing that child is currently clearly not, prepared for this, he's going to try to shoot at the soldier right in front of him.
All right, roll to hit.
All right.
I will warn you though, if you roll badly, your arrow will hit an ally instead.
So Brendan.
Huh.
Brendan, of course, right? Not anyone else, right?
Hmm.
An 11 hits, right?
So with an 11, luckily for you, the soldier is so distracted by how much of a fucking idiot Brendan is that you actually do hit with an 11. Roll damage.
Nice. That is 9 damage.
I have one question. How do you want to kill him?
Like I always do. One between the eyes. Like the arrow's like it pierces right halfway through his skull, bro.
All right, so
And he's just so in shock. He's just so in shock that he stands there for a few seconds before falling down to his back.
amazing. As he falls to the ground dead, Brendan's eyes widen as he looks at Zyrena. Do you know who shot that arrow? I would love for him to be my teacher.
I think you're better off getting over to Paul. And she's gonna push him away a little bit, away from the dead man.
Brendan's like, no, I want to fight. I want to help in this war. My dad died. My dad died fighting in this war. And my mom, my mom, she found a new man and she forgot about him, but I won't. I want to fight. I don't care if I'm 15. I want to be in this war. So I'm going to fight. As like
Get your stupid ass over to Paul, bro. Get your stupid ass over to Paul.
Roll persuasion, Zyrena. Let's see if you convince this kid to go to Paul.
Yeah, I'll say, listen, I understand you're very passionate, but passion doesn't keep you alive. Running over to a man with a cannon does. And I've got a 20.
So if it's
Oh, that was wrong. Sorry, I did perception, not persuasion.
that's okay. I'll still allow it. So with a
Yeah.
20, it's okay. I'll allow it. So with a 20, Brendan, he like just stares at you and he says, "Fine, but I want to meet who shot that arrow." As Brendan runs
you don't.
away towards Paul. So Brendan goes to Paul. Is that the end of your turn, Varian?
Well, I still have one more attack, and with
Okay.
that,
What do you want to do?
I'm going to. Let's see here. I'm going to try. Oh, I'm going to try and shoot at one of the soldiers that's over where Torvin is at.
All right. Roll to hit.
Alright.
And I'll also give you advantage because they're so distracted and dumbfounded by Torvin deflecting their hits with his shell.
Amazing. So with advantage, that is a 28 to hit.
All right. Roll damage.
All right. That is 8 damage.
So
And I'm going to also use Dreadful Strikes to make that 8 into a 10.
very nice. So the arrow, you watch as it flies through the air, and your dreadful strikes makes the arrow more enhanced as it slams right into the back of the soldier that is hitting you, Torvin. So Torvin, despite the fact that you deflect their blows, you're still outnumbered, but you realize you're not alone as an arrow slams into the soldier's back, and he's suddenly like, "Oh fuck!" as he turns around towards Varian. And as he turns around towards Varian, I'm actually going to flavor it, and I'm going to give you an opportunity attack, Torvin, as you see the soldier turn towards Varian because of the arrow shot. Torvin, your mic, we can't hear you. Your mic's acting up bad.
Give me a second.
No worries. We'll come back to you. No worries. Okay, so Zyrena, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Alright, I would like to turn around over to this guy over here. You see where I'm pinging?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna hit him with a firebolt. I rolled a hit. And I rolled an 18.
So with an 18, you hit. Roll damage.
$16 damage.
All right. And remind me, which one were you shooting?
Let me ping it again. This guy.
Okay, perfect. How do you want to kill him?
Oh, nice. Alright, she's gonna turn around after seeing Brendan run to safety and shoot her right hand out towards him, getting a flash of light go straight for his chest, melting his armor away as it kills him.
Very nice, very nice. And you just watch as his armor just crumbles on itself as he drops to the ground dead because of your firepower. And is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm also going to do a bonus action of Second Wind.
All right.
Get a
go
little
ahead.
bit of healing. I got 11.
All right, so you heal yourself. And as you do, that's the end of your turn. We now move into Westvina. Westvina, she looks at Torvin. Now, before we get to that, Torvin, have you been able to figure out your mic?
Let's see, that's a no.
Okay, no worries. So, well, later, honestly, I'll just give it to you for free. So Torvin, he manages to kill the soldier that Varian shot with the arrow. So that man drops to the ground dead. However, it's now Westvina's turn, and Westvina, she spins her spear in the air, And as she spins it, you watch as lightning begins to charge at the tip, and she attacks Torvin right head on. She is not happy right now. With 25, she hits. Torvin takes 16 damage, which means that he is dead. He's on death saves. So Torvin is... Oh, shield. Okay. I don't think shield will stop at 25.
What does that give him, like a +2 or 5?
Yeah, shield gives like a +2, right? Or is it 5? Even if it's 5, it would still hit, unfortunately.
2 for me.
Yeah. So unfortunately, even if shield, it wouldn't work. If you want to like save the spell slot, I'll let you, don't worry. So with that being said, as she attacks you head on with the spear, you watch as she stabs him in the chest. She lifts him up like a trophy, and as she lifts him up, she slams him down onto the ground. Torvin is on death saves, unconscious right now, and so he's on death saves. And Wesvina, she stands triumphantly over his body. She continues to march as she yells and says, "I want the woman with the horns!" She yells as she continues marching towards Actonel. She marches up towards 5 soldiers, and the 5 of them, they stare at her, and she stops in front of them, not moving any further for now, as the soldiers keep a front line, as they keep their sword shields up, and they say, "You're not gonna get to one of our own! Now back off, you witch!" They hold their blades up, holding Wesvina back. And it is now Crumby's turn.
I'm going to pull the great axe off his back.
What do you do?
I'm going to take the great axe off my back.
Oh,
and I'm going
okay.
to attack this
Alright,
one.
bet. Alright, bet. So you take the great axe, and you try to swing. Roll to hit.
16. Ping this one, but it's the lower of the 2 together up here. It will not ping it, but it's the one right in front of me.
All right. A nat 20. Roll damage. All right, very nice.
It also does cleave damage too, so we'll cleave the one next to it, which I've already hit.
All right, so because of the way that they're positioned and the way that you pulled a nat 20, I'm going to flavor it and I'm going to give this to you. You managed to cut down all 3 men at the same time. Describe to me how you want to do it.
As he battle roars with his dwarven voice and just chops them at their knees, and as they all fall forward and their legs just stand there, and he kicks them over one at a time, going, "You miserable things, you." So
As you do that, Crumby, he unknowingly boosts morale of all the men around him. They see him pull this off and they yell and they say, "Yeah! For the kingdom! For the king!" As they like cheer and raise their fists in the air, cheering, "Crumby! Crumby! Crumby! Crumby!" Like they're yelling Crumby's name as they are 10 times more determined than before as they see Crumby pull this off. And people are losing their minds. Now, is that the end of your turn, Crumby?
move.
All right, that's the end of Crumby's turn. Actonel, you're up. You see the men die behind you, and you hear them cheering for Crumby. Meanwhile, you see Wesvina. She just stabbed Torvin, someone you know very well. He has always been popular because of his artillery skills. And yet you watch as this Wesvina person is marching straight towards you, and the men are holding her back. What do you do, Actonel?
So now I was gonna say, "You talk too much, lady. Let me give you something to scream about." And I'm gonna bonus action hex on her. Let's
All right.
see. It does a 1d6 every time I attack her, and then with my action, I'm also gonna attack her. So it deals 5.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast
So you deal
16?
5 damage. With the Eldritch Blast of 16, unfortunately, is not high enough, as you fired right at her, and she just kind of deflects it with her hand like it's nothing. However, with Eldritch Blast, it depends on the level of the Eldritch Blast, but sometimes you can shoot more than one blast. Make sure to read it to see what it says.
I do have 2 beams
Okay,
at
good.
level 5.
All right, is that what you're doing? Okay, yeah, roll the hit again.
Oh, okay.
All right, this one hits.
All right. It's 6.
And so with a 6, you deal direct damage right into her. Like it blasts into her face as the smoke clears around and she just stares you down. She is not happy right now. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, just a 6 and then the 5 from the hex, and then every time I attack her, I get hex.
All right. We now move back to Paul. Paul's standing there and he watches as Clara walks up and she goes, "Why, hello there. Are you Paul?" "Paul, I am. Give me a second, lady." As Paul like spits in his hands. "Pooh, pooh. Come on, Sally, come on." As he slaps Sally again, like the artillery cannon. He slaps her. She goes, "Come on, baby. I need you to work. Come on." Like he's like revving the chains. "Come on, we gotta shoot this baby again. Come on." As he's like just like fucking messing with the artillery cannon. And she just looks at him. She goes, "Why would you name a machine a girl?" And he's like, "Listen, lady, I don't got time to talk stupid right now, all right? I'm working. Come on. As like Paul's just working with the cannon, and Brendan, he walks up and goes, "Hello, sir. Can I help?" "Yeah, kid, you can help by shutting up and staying there and don't get in my way and blah, 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 and talk to the girl over there." Blah, 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 blah. And he just keeps like working on the cannon. All right. And he aims the cannon, and as he does, he fires it right at the archer's head. I'm gonna roll to hit. So a 14 he hits as he fires a cannon, and I'm going to draw where it hits. He hits all 3 of them. I'm going to roll damage. So he deals 26. So you watch as these 3 archers get blown up, and as they're blown up, you see them die right on the spot. And so they are dead. And now that you see them, turn to ashes and whatnot, that is the end of Paul's turn. We now move to Torvin. Torvin, roll a death save.
All right, since you asked so nicely. Let's see. Do. Come on. All right. And rolling. Maybe. Come on. That's pretty good. What? I do not have 14 hit points. I'm dead.
So, oh, no. So it doesn't work that way. So, or at least not for me anyway. When it comes to death saves, you have to roll a d20. And if you roll under 10, okay, nice. You got nat 20. Very nice. So with a nat 20, you automatically pass twice. Now, I'll give you a choice, Torvin. It's up to you. Do you want to roll all your death saves now? Or do you want to wait? Because I give the players a choice. You can roll them all right now, or you can roll it one time, and then we'll go through another round, and then you roll again. I'll let you decide.
So you have to pass 3 and pass 3 or fail 3.
Yes, that's right. So
the chat had muted or dropped. So I got a nat 20 on the death save, so I get 2 successes of 3.
Yes. So what I was asking you, Torvin, is basically you have a choice. You can roll all your death saves right now, or we can come back to you next round. That's up to you.
No, we'll come back to it on another round.
Okay. So you automatically pass twice because of the nat 20, and now we move towards the Sparrow Soldiers. So Sparrow Soldier, he looks at Torvin, and he sees he kind of twitches a little bit, and so he does not like that. As he takes his sword and he attacks Torvin. Rolled it. The first one fails. He gets advantage because Torvin is unconscious. So luckily for Torvin, Torvin's shield is strong as the soldier tries to hit him while he's on death saves, but it doesn't work. Now we move towards the archers. There's only one small bunch of archers left, but they fire off their arrows. Everyone roll a dex save. Actually, not everyone. Only Actonel and Varian. Yeah, Actonel and Varian roll a dex save. The DC is 12. The DC is 12. If you fail, you take 7 damage. If you pass, you take 4 damage. Make sure to update your sheets and tokens according to the stats of what's going on, please. And that is for Actonel and for Varian. So you two both rolled. Varian, what's your HP right now? Varian. Oh, Varian's not here right now. Okay, we'll come back to Varian.
Mine is 10. So, not great.
No worries. Okay, so you're at 10 HP. I updated your token for you. So you're at 10 HP now, and... Oh, how could I forget? Crumby, you as well. I'm so sorry, Crumby. Roll dex save.
Nope, 11.
All right, you take 7 damage, Crumby. So an arrow just kind of slams right into your right shoulder. It's now Holy Knight Avery's turn, and he is not happy. Let me just say that. Like, he is mad. So he walks forward, and he kind of is pissed as he walks forward, and he casts Holy Aura as he kind of just yells and begins to glow. I will not allow myself to be useful during the war. As he just kind of goes, "Aah!" And he yells. You guys hear thunder slam in the air. And I'm going to roll a con save for those 3 soldiers around him. So with a 19, oh, Avery is not having good luck right now. A 19, they pass. And so you guys watch as this huge light show appears. And nothing happens. The Sparrow soldiers just kind of like look at him like, huh, you're not as strong as we thought you were. As Avery just is like, oh my god, why am I so weak right now? What the fuck? As Avery's just like looking down in shock at himself. Meanwhile, the Eagle soldiers, they begin to attack again. Let me roll to hit. So with a 20, they hit. So you guys watch as they begin to charge with a new ferocity. You guys watch as men are yelling as they charge ahead, battling with all their hearts. And as this sound goes on, I'm going to roll damage. Actually, no, it'd be more than that. I rolled that wrong. There we go. So with a final push, the Eagle soldiers, they march ahead as you watch them charge with all their might, and you see multiple Sparrow soldiers get cut down. The men and women of this military of the Eagles, they finally yell in unison as they keep charging ahead, taking down all the remaining Sparrow soldiers on the field. Well, most of them. Let me double check here. So most of the Sparrow soldiers are taken down. And they begin to move as a unit against Westvina. All of them scared of Westvina as they keep their swords and shields up. And that's the end of their turn. All right. Bearclaw, you're up. What do you want to do?
So is it possible to heal the turtle?
Absolutely. Well, it depends on your distance. Are you using healing word, I assume?
Yes.
What does distance say?
Let me see. Uh, 60 feet.
So 60 feet, what you can do is you can move up 20 feet, and then you could heal him. Are you willing to move 20 feet forward? Okay,
yep,
awesome.
I'll do that.
So you move up ahead, and you're standing behind at least 25 to 30 men with swords in front of you, your allies, as they all kind of bunch up, and you hear them yelling, saying, "Careful with that Mage Knight! She's no pushover!" As you see this, your eyes, they trail through the battlefield, and you immediately see that all the other eagle soldiers on the ground, they're dead. Like, you can't bring them back. But you see that Torvin is still alive, but barely. He's struggling on the ground. And so you cast Healing Word. How much do you heal him?
Let me do the roll. It says 8.
So with an 8, Torvin, you feel your body begin to heal. The stab wound in your chest closes up as you get back on your feet, and you have 8 HP now. You are back alive, Torvin, thanks to Bearclaw, as Bearclaw manages to save your life. Is there anything else I'd like to do?
So I can't cast Entangle, right?
No, you can't.
Since I've already used Healing Ward.
No, you can't. Well, actually, since the healing is a bonus action, the official rules is that you can't use 2 spells, but I'm actually going to allow it because I personally allow it in my sessions. So go ahead, cast your entanglement spell. What are you using it towards?
I'd like to use it against the Sparrow soldier that's near Torvin, the one that's still alive, or are they all dead?
No, you're absolutely right. The one that so if they don't have an X, they're still alive. So what's the save?
Hold on.
No worries.
Sorry, what's the what?
The save. It should say like a number and a couple letters.
1A. Is that what you mean?
Here, let me take a look.
Under the time category?
No, you're good. So you see how there's STR and then the number 15? That is what that means. That's a strength save.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. So let me roll the save. So if a 5, he fails. So tell me what happens. Read the spell.
Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. A creature in the area when you cast the spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save. DC on a success, it frees itself.
Perfect.
When the spell ends, the conjured plants wilt away.
All right, very well done. And so you guys watch as the earth itself begins to open up a little bit, and plants, they rise around and they entangle the mystical soldier. He can't move at all. Torvin, you see the soldier restrained. What's going on? What is this? As he's struggling against the vines. And so he is currently restrained, and that is the end of your turn, Bearclaw. We now move to Clara. Clara continues to try to flirt with Paul. Paul ignores her completely. He's in love with his machines, not with girls. As that goes on, we now move to Brendan, who also annoys Paul. And then that's the end of round 2. Valerian, you are up. What do you want to do?
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, for a while I was gone, but I'm glad I came back at the right second. I just have one question. Did Avery lock in?
Avery did not lock in. He is doing
awful. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, I'm going to... Let me look at the map. Let's see what's going on.
Take the head of the snake.
Are we taking care of business? Okay. I'm going to... What's her face? Hold on. Can I ping towards it? Her right there. I'm going to. Yep. I'm going to try to shoot her twice.
All right, roll to hit.
Mage Knight Weapons. Okay, I'm going to try to shoot Mage Knight Weapons. An 11 clearly hits, obviously.
So unfortunately, with an 11, she deflects the arrow.
Okay, can I use my heroic inspiration to reroll that?
Yes.
I bet. Lovely, a 16.
With a 16, the arrow, it hits, but barely. Like she's constantly moving left and right. Like this is a woman who does not stand still, but you get the shot off barely. It scrapes off her wrist as it hits her. Roll damage.
Boom. 11.
So you deal 11 damage as it kind of hits her shoulder, and she is not bothered by it. Like she kind of she spits in the floor. She pulls out your arrow and throws it to the floor like it's nothing, as she is pissed.
Oh, I'm going to use my second attack to shoot her twice since she wants to be.
Roll the hit again.
So that's a 24. Come here, and that'll be amazing. 5 damage, and I'm going to use my strikes to boost that to a good old 7 damage.
All right. So you hit her again, and she is looking worse for wear as she just stands there in anger. And she yells out towards Actonel, "Stop hiding behind your fucking soldiers and fight me, bitch!"
Oh, wow. And with that, I'm going to use my bonus action to get away from her and try to teleport towards Torvin using Misty Step.
Very nice, very nice.
Let's see, how far away is he? Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah. I'm going to teleport 30 feet towards Torvin.
Very nice.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Very nice, very nice. All right. So with that being said, it is now your turn, Zyrena. What do you want to do?
So it's what's her name? Was Vina?
Yes, was Vina.
That's
the mage knight.
okay. I gotta get over to her. Let's see if I can. Oh, you know what? Actually, I have Firebolt. That is a very far range. Let me check. Nice. Okay. I am gonna hit her with Firebolt. That's a 16.
All right. So if it's 16, you hit.
Okay. Do this. 12 damage.
So you deal 12 damage. So you guys are just lighting her up. She is taking shot after shot. 2 arrows, another fire blast. Like, she is getting worse for wear as she just keeps taking the hits.
And I'll move towards the group because I'm kind of on the edge here. Let me just double check. I'll get there. All right. And that is my turn.
So Westvina, she stands there and she is done playing around. She stands there and she sees what's going on in front of her, and her eyes roll to the back of her head as she raises her hands up and she casts Meteor Swarm. You watch as the clouds above open up and you see meteors flying from the air as she yells and says, "I am done playing these games!" as meteors begin to fly from the air. However, here's the kicker. She targets everyone except for Actonel. And I'm going to roll the range. I'm going to draw where it hits. So
Yeah, it's only me then.
So everyone in that circle gets hit. So
Okay.
All of you roll a dex save.
Nope, only a 7.
Ooh, 4.
Give me some damage, witch.
So with a 4, so the DC to save is 15.
So I
Yeah.
passed.
I'm gonna roll damage right now.
There's also a bear claws in the circle, but Valence is not. He should be moved.
So if you failed, you take 45 damage. If you passed, you take 23.
So Crumby is gone. He's
I'm
down.
down.
Yeah. So these meteors, they fly through the air as they slam down. And I believe, Varian, did you pass the deck save?
Varian shouldn't be here. He stepped over next to Torvin.
No, you're good. Varian, you there? Oh, I get what you're saying. You're saying Varian moved towards Torvin? Is that what you said?
Yes. Yeah, he said he missed. He teleported over there.
Okay.
I never moved.
Okay, thank you. I didn't realize that. Thank you for informing me. Okay, so in that case, Varian is safe from the meteor swarm, but the rest of you are down. Bearclaw, did you roll deck save?
I did. I rolled a 4.
Okay, yeah, so you are down as well. So all of you are currently at 0 HP, except for what is it? Except for Torvin, Varian, also Zyrena. Since you're like half in it, I'm gonna say that you don't have to roll deck save, so you're good, Zyrena.
Oh shit, I'm alive.
So Zyrena, you don't take damage from this, but everyone else inside does. So Crumby and Bearclaw, both of you are on death saves. All the Eagle soldiers in that radius, they're dead as well. Let me draw the X's real quick, and then I'll explain what happens next. So, Actonel, you just watch as all these people are squashed by meteors. Except for you. You see these craters around you. You see bodies everywhere as she smirks at you and she says, "Finally! It's just you and me now! What is your name, warrior?" As she kind of like, she takes her fist and just slams it against her chest like a warrior call. Do you say anything, Actonel?
Snell is obviously going to be very devastated, but it's not like her to show weakness. So she's going to be like, "You call me bitch and you give me firelights. You must want to meet my parents." And then she's just going to like be a little bit further away.
So her eyes just kind of like stare at you like, what? All right. So with that being said, it is now Crumby's turn. Crumby, roll a death save.
Oh, sorry, I moved before my turn.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Nope,
So-
that's a fail.
So you failed, Crumby. So now we move to Actonel. Actonel, what are you doing?
I am going to use my movement to definitely back away, but then use my action to do Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead and move.
So let me move. Let me see. I don't know what her range is. I'm just gonna do my best here. Okay. Let me see. I'll move the 30 distance out here. But I still do have a good range because for my Eldritch Blast, I have 120.
Very nice, very nice.
12, ignore that. Let me try my second beam. $14. I don't do anything. Yeah, I don't hit her either time.
So both those blasts, they fire at her, but she just kind of deflects them with her wrists as she just stares you down like she really wants to kill you. As she's just staring you down. Oh, I forgot to mention, she would have moved closer after the meteor swarm. So she walks over the dead bodies and she would be right about here as she's like moving straight towards you. It is now Paul's turn, and Paul is trying to like see what the fuck is going on as he like looks out towards the situation and he sees Westvina, but then he also sees the archers at the edge, and he decides to shoot the archers. For now, anyway. He doesn't want it because he doesn't want to hit allies. So he fires at the archers.
We're all dead. They can't.
Right. DM, one more thing.
Yes.
For Hex, I forgot to say that, but there's also an ability that I can choose of hers that she can get disadvantaged on.
Yes, that's right.
I don't know. Look, when it says ability, is that like her entire stats or just like one of the skills?
One of her skills. So strength, dexterity, charisma, the 6 core stats.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with Mage Knights. What is their main stat?
For her, if I were you, I would either restrict her strength, dexterity, or intelligence.
Let's do strength.
Okay. So she has disadvantage on strength. Let me roll damage. Oop, I rolled that wrong. Alright, so Paul fires off another round, and as he does, you guys watch as 3 archers are killed. All the archers are now dead. And so that means, as of right now, literally the last combatant on the field of battle is the soldier who's entangled and Westvina. Torvin, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Popping out some blood, getting up to his feet. Where on the map is Torvina at this point?
Right, yeah. So she's like towards the center of the fight, of the map.
Okay, so she moved away from me. Got it.
Yes, yeah.
All right. All right. Well, as I stand up, I'm gonna pull a javelin off of my holster, and a few magic words get muttered as I cast catapult with the javelin straight at her. She'll need to make a... Where's it at? DC... I believe it's 16 dex. I'm casting this at 2nd level.
All right. I'm rolling.
Yes, 16 dex.
And you're using this on Westvina, correct?
Yes.
She fails.
Amazing. So she's going to take 48 force damage. So that's 13. And then, because we agreed to it before, she also takes the javelin damage. 1 second. Come on, get to actions. So javelin, another 1d6 plus 2 for 5, so 8. What did I say? Oh, so it's 5 plus 2 is 7. So 20 points of damage total. And then as I stick my hand out and I pull it back towards me, the javelin comes soaring back to my hand with my artificer, whatever it's called, infusion, returning weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to yell at our little captain guy, get your shit together. And that ends my turn.
So it's funny you say that because like Avery, he's on the ground. Like he tried to like run in to help the others, and so he got slammed by a meteor. So he's actually like he's on death saves.
I
thought you specifically said he wasn't targeted.
I just came back and our captain got slammed by a meteor. Why? What?
The Holy Knight, he tried to run in to help the others, and he ended up getting hit by a meteor, and so he is now on death saves.
Get him off the battlefield, bro. Get him off.
So Torvin, how much damage total was it towards Westvina?
20. It was 20.
Okay, so Westvina, she takes 20 damage, so she is in bad shape right now. So she, like Westvina, she takes another javelin to the back, and so she's barely walking. She's on death's door right now. And let me roll a strength save for the last soldier. Torvin, mute your mic, please.
Oh, yep.
So if it's 16, the soldier manages to break the entanglement, and he attacks Torvin. With 20, he hits, unless Torvin wants to use shield. Would you like to use shield, Torvin?
Sure, might as well.
All right. So he casts shield, so the attack is deflected off. And as the attack's deflected off, the archers are dead. Avery is dead. The eagle soldiers that are still alive, they begin to huddle up as they begin moving forward to back you guys up. The remaining eagle soldiers that are still alive, they begin marching forward with you guys. And Bearclaw, it's your turn. What do you want to do? You see
He wants to
Westvina.
roll.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Westvina. I completely forgot. Bearclaw, roll death save, please.
Okay, where's that one at? Sorry.
It's a D20.
A d20. So I can roll it for you because I forgot how to explain how to roll a flat d20. Oh, you did it. You did it. Nice. Good job.
You can roll again though. I got a 4, so we'll see what you get.
So you fail your first diff save, but don't worry, you're not permanently dead right now. And so Clara, she doesn't do anything. She's useless. Brendan, he's useless. All right, Varian, you're up next. What do you want to do?
Okay. You're dead. You're dead. Oh, a lot of you are dead. That makes this so much easier. Okay, I'm going to heal Torvin using my cure wounds. And that'll be 20 health to Torvin.
So you place your hand on him and you give him 20 health. You have 20 health now, Torvin. 20 HP given to you.
And I should have been selfish. All right, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to teleport towards where Crumby is at. Using Misty Step. How much is that? 55 feet. Okay. Can I do that? Oh, damn. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I can teleport up to 30 feet. Actually, wait, I can just walk. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm right up next to where Grumpy's at.
All right.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. That is the end of your turn. Zyrena, you're up. What do you want to do?
All right. I'm gonna walk up to Westvina, and I'm gonna tell her, "All right, witch, let's finish this already." And I'm gonna hit her with my halberd.
All right.
Absolutely.
That's a
You hit.
23 to hit. Uh-huh. Nice, nice. 9 damage. Oof.
So, Zyrena,
Haha.
how do you want to kill her?
Slice
Oh,
the shit out of
yeah.
her.
Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna take the halberd and I'm gonna get like it right in her stomach, and not just the pointed end, but just keep driving it in, so the whole head of the halberd goes through her stomach, pushing her down to the ground.
And so as you do that, you guys all hear this. You hear Westvina screaming in pain as blood goes down her body, and Zyrena just brutally kills her right there. And just like that, the battle is over. You have won the battle over possession of the orb of magic. All of the Sparrow
Hooray.
soldiers in the area are dead. Initiative is over.
Thank God.
What a relief she's dead.
I'm going to clear out the tokens, and I will allow you guys to heal your fellow players if you want to, and then we'll move on to the next thing that happens.
So
I'm
I
gonna
beat the
heal.
game, right?
How many are down?
You did?
Yeah,
Brumby and Bearclaw are down.
Yep.
yeah. I'm gonna heal my man Grumbly too. So I'm going to use my last
Well,
second
yeah,
level spell slot to heal him.
you can heal me and I'll use waiting.
Okay.
Actually, I lied. There's one soldier left. However, after he sees Westvina get killed, he falls to his knees in front of Torvin and says, I surrender! I surrender! Please! I have information! Please let me live! I have information! Please! As he pleads at Torvin.
Varian looks back at Torvin and goes, "You better kill him! You
Yeah,
better kill him!
Torvin,
He's an enemy! You better kill him!"
Torvin turns to him, placing his javelin under his chin. I'm not in the mood for you, and kicks him in the face.
Yes.
As you do, like he's and he falls on his back, and he's like, "Oh, please, the prince is here. The prince is here. He's hiding. I know where the prince is. Please, I can take you to the prince. If you spare my life, I'll take you to the prince of the king of the Sparrow Kingdom. Please."
Javelin!
Do I hear this?
Yes, you all hear this.
Javelin 10 times! 20
I'm
times!
going to try to go over and tell him, I think he may be useful for us. Maybe don't stab him.
Tie him up.
20 times in the chest!
So those of us that are dead, are we...
So here's what I'm gonna say. The Eagle soldiers, they step forward and they give health potions to all of you. So I'm going to say that you all have full HP back. So you are all back to full HP. And the Eagle soldiers, they give you guys, because you do have medical supplies. So they give healing potions to all of you, and you guys are all brought back. However, the reality is that you lost a lot of people. Like the Divine Knight Avery, he's dead. Various Eagle soldiers are dead. Like of your entire platoon, only about roughly 20 to 25 men are still alive amongst you. As the battle is over and the purple orb above is glowing, and the soldier, he says, I know where the prince is. I can take you to him, please.
I say you take us to him. I want to see this prince.
And then we kill him.
Before
Yeah.
you remove Westvina, could I search her body?
Yes,
Do I find anything?
absolutely. Roll investigation.
Not my strongest suit. 16.
So, with 16, you find a map of a map for the castle of the Sparrow Kingdom for the king. You also find a pouch with 100 gold in it, and you find a purple vial, a vial with purple liquid inside of it, and that's all you find.
Covered that. Like nothing happened. I keep it to myself for now.
All right. So you guys begin to move towards the soldier who's saying he can take you to the prince. Do you guys want to say or do anything about it?
I'm still saying that I think we should take him. He's useful, and when we're done, of course, you can do what you want with him.
Saying we should, just
I
stab him
agree.
right now, kill him right now. I don't really trust this individual, to be completely honest.
There's no need to kill him.
But I will go along with whatever you guys say if that's how we're gonna go about it.
I mean, let's say we kill him now. We're robbing ourselves from potential information. Okay, we take him with and he decides to turn against us. We're 4, 5 people with weapons. I'm sure we can take him.
I'm going to be incredibly honest here because I respect you. I understand everything that you said, but I still want to kill him right now.
Well, fair enough. I understand your passion.
Thank you. But you know what? Let's see what he has to say. I'll agree. Let's see what he has to say first.
So as you say that, the soldier, he stands up on his 2 feet and he says, okay. He's right over here. He's right over here. As he begins slowly marching up towards the...
No!
Firebolt.
He moved
Fireball.
like 5. He moved like 5 feet. Fireball. He's dead.
I use minor
tried. I
illusion to
respect it.
I use minor illusion to make a sound like right next to his ear, and it just yells, "Move!"
He's like, okay, like he starts screaming, like okay, like he's terrified as he runs over and he taps like a stick on the floor, and the stick, it disappears and a minor illusion is revealed. You guys see 2 people hiding underneath a tent that was revealed because like it was, they had like a visibility around it, but now the soldier has lifted it and you see 2 young men inside the tent. I'm going to post in keynotes what they look like, and then I'll put them on the map.
Romantic.
From their appearance, you can tell they're brothers.
Okay, all right now. You had to say that. Cute.
All right, I'm putting them on the map. So you recognize them right away. They are Prince Weagle Sparrow and Prince Jasper Sparrow.
That's unfortunate.
And with that being said, everybody, we're going to take a 5-minute break. So 5-minute break starts now. Get some drinks, use the bathroom, whatever, and then we'll get back into it. So 5-minute break, everybody.
All right.
Good job, everyone.
Okay, quick question. He said that we were all given health again. Is that just the people that were alive, or am I still
No.
dead?
No. All of you. So you're alive
Okay.
now. Yeah.
Got it.
So what do you guys think? You guys having a good time?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Good.
awesome.
Awesome.
A lot of fun.
Bro, this whole time they were just there underground. Gonna get bombed.
I think they're in the illusion of, or what I gathered.
Yeah, but it's an illusion. Like you can go through it, right?
I guess. I don't know the magic.
I just find it funny that they're like, yes, this is the perfect place.
The middle of it.
Apparently, they don't like the mage very well. She let her die.
Now, what to do with them?
Where's our K-pop leader that was good for nothing? Just looked
He
pretty
died.
the whole time. Oh, he died.
Yeah, he
Yikes.
died.
Yeah, he died.
Okay, rest in peace, my bad.
Yeah.
I thought he just got down. Okay. Yikes.
Yeah, he got meteored. You know, it happens.
Yeah. That lady had interesting concept of rizzing somebody.
Yeah.
She just like rained terror on everyone, but wanted to kill me personally.
Desperate for a husband.
I know, right?
Girl, you know what's on your mind. I respect it.
She wanted to kill you with her own hands, bro. She did not like you. She wanted to kill you with her own hands.
I know.
Ooh, Clara?
Oh no, I
No.
meant Wesvina.
Oh.
She
No,
was like,
she hated
mad.
you.
it was
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
mad.
Yeah.
That was the closest to dying I have ever come in a campaign. That's crazy. Actually, I had
Yeah.
to use like a lot of spells and actually worry for my life.
Yeah, it was a tough fight.
Yeah, it was a serious fight.
I'm so glad I was just able to take barely any of that damage, and I didn't get close to that. That makes me happy.
Great.
Really, death
Remind
is
me,
not
what is the eye looking thing in the in the middle.
That's the orb, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay, that's what we're
it's
fighting with
orb.
the purple orb. Okay.
Yeah, but we don't know what's there for right there. So I would imagine that's next.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring a snack and be right back.
Get out! Get out!
Wrong, Nazora. You getting fucking soft on me?
You're not real. I have hate.
Not real. No offense, Nazora, but you're not exactly the smartest girl around to be saying what's real in this. Are you playing my session? Is that Rena?
Can you hear it?
I heard a little bit for like a second.
How?
I don't know. I heard like Nizora.
Yeah. I was watching the clip that Percy made.
Okay.
That's so weird. I don't know how that got. That's weird.
Yeah,
It's really good. It's really good.
me too. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Get out! Get out! Get out!
Now I hear it on yours.
Why am I hearing rock music? What the fuck? Oh, it's because of you, Zyrina. Your stream. Are you playing rock
What
music?
the fuck? Yes, that's my music.
Oh my god! You
You can
listen
hear
to that
my music.
bro. Now you listen, bro. You listen to that casually. That's like full on rock. Like.
This is what I was telling you the other day about my very niche music taste.
I just find it so funny.
Now you know. Now
That
you
is
know what I
not-
listen to.
That is not what I would have imagined you listening to. Just fucking no, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, buddy. Let's turn it up.
I thought that was my theme song to my fight.
Damn, I've been playing that this whole time. I don't know if you guys have heard it, but
I low-key just thought that was battle music.
damn. I can't believe it's been. Oh, how do I change that?
Okay, I have a question. My third level abilities, or any of those different level abilities, when can I use those? Is it just any time? Because I
Anytime.
know there's supposed to be like a break. Okay,
Anytime.
got it. Now, what's the break mechanic that I need to pay attention to?
It's called a long rest. When you take a long rest, all your spell slots are returned.
And what is a long rest? Just a different round? Is that what?
So a long rest is when your character is not doing anything for 8 hours. So sleeping, basically.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Man, oh man. This part is going to be role play. And I'm very curious what you guys will do. So everyone got healed by potions. So you guys still have like you got your health back, but your spell slots were still used, or some of you anyways use spell slots.
Oh shit! Wait, we had a short rest.
Was that a short
Hmm.
rest?
No.
Health potions.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought you
alright.
had to use.
So we're at full health then.
Yes.
Sweet.
Let's do a mic check. I know Zyron is here. Actonel, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. Bearclaw, you there?
I'm here.
Crumby, you there?
Oh, here.
Torvin, you there?
I'm here.
Varian, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Let's see here. Okay. Everybody, let's get back into it. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna zoom in for the stream. All right, guys. Here's the situation. Okay. So you are standing around, and as of right now, it turns out that you guys are the highest ranking people right now. The 6 of you. As the divine knight Avery is dead. And so these two princes, they both stand in front of you, and Jasper, he looks at you and he says, just wait a moment, please. I came here because I wanted to deliver a message. I wanted to sue for peace. I don't want any more fighting. I don't want any more death and bloodshed. I only want for people to get along. I've come here to negotiate a peace meeting with my father, the king. And as Jasper says this, his brother, Weagle, he steps forward, he goes, no, fuck that! How about you all just go on and fucking kill us already, huh? I know you want to. Go ahead, fucking stab us. You fucking won't. You fucking half-wits. Stab us, come on! Jasper, like, puts his arm out, like stopping, like, Weagle, stop! Stop being a troublesome little brother and listen to me. We don't want any more bloodshed. Please, deliver the message to your king. Tell him that I'm willing to negotiate a peace treaty. Please. So what do you guys say or do at this? You guys have choices. Do you kill them? Do you try to go for peace? What do you guys do?
I'll tell him in the future Ronald Reagan has a quote that goes peace through strength, and we just take them over. We just conquer.
No, I don't want to do that.
Do you say that?
A, I don't like Reagan. B, I want to use Zone of Truth to see if he's telling the truth.
All right, go ahead. That's a wisdom save.
I know it's a charisma. Well,
Oh, okay, I see. So he rolled a 12. So he
Yeah.
is telling the truth.
Okay. Then I know.
I mean, guys, he's not wrong about one thing. I do want to kill both of them, low key.
Yes,
He's
but
not
they're
wrong
egging
about
you
that.
on. It's not worth it.
I'd rather peace. More prosper with peace than war. He's
Jasper
lost so much today.
Jasper waves his hand. No, please, please. I can escort you to the king, where you can negotiate for peace. I give you my word. I know that I can get peace. All you have to do is let me walk away. Let me go to my men, and we will send a message to you to be able to have peace. Please, you have to let me leave right now. That's what Jasper
Right
says.
now?
Yes, you have to let me leave.
Oh, what happened to you escorting us?
Well,
Exactly. A liar. We always kill liars.
no, please. I have to tell my father before I just start escorting you. If I just bring you to the castle without sending a message to him, then he might think that you've taken me hostage.
Can I bring my halberd up to his neck and tell him, or I could just kill you? I think you could just bring me there without telling your little father.
I agree.
No, please, roll intimidation.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna use an ability. Tactical mind. So I can expend a second wind and roll a d10 and add it to the ability check. Okay. It's a 12.
So, with 12, you are definitely very intimidating towards him. However, his eyes, he looks at you, and like, while you are very intimidating, he's kind of, he thinks you're very pretty. So half of him is scared of you, and the other half is like, wow, she's really, really pretty, and she's so close to me. She's so pretty. Like, so it's kind of like half and half. He's scared of you, but also like finding you pretty, and so he kind of just. Yes. And so he's blushing, but like sweating at the same time. He's like sweating, blushing, and so as he's doing that, he just kind of like says, I mean, I suppose I could escort you there. However, I need you to call for someone. I need you to make sure that someone of royalty comes here and comes with us. It needs to be someone who has the authority to sign a peace treaty.
Sure, I guess we can do that, but you are going to escort us now if we bring them.
So, does anyone else say anything to this? You guys are all free to talk, by the way.
I add on to her statement. I go, or we cut off your head.
Ooh, okay. Anyone else?
I would definitely want us to short rest at least before we go.
Mhm.
I don't want us to just walk into, their lair in the worst
Mhm.
shape.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
I will also try to persuade him that how about we send him a letter? Send your dad a letter instead. So I'll just say,
So
if you want rest so much, how about you rest in peace, or you help us send your dad a letter and get this over with?
Okay. Bearclaw, what did you want to say?
I was gonna ask. So since I'm a druid and can shapeshift into animals, could I just shapeshift into something small and could overhear the conversation between him and whoever he was gonna go tell, like the king?
You could, if you want to go that route, absolutely. That is an option.
Okay.
I would say that why don't we let
Let
Prince
him.
Jasper for and then we go
So,
back to the
so at that point, so this sounds like a party discussion to me. So it sounds to me like you guys all agree on not killing him right away. You guys want to use him for potential peace. The question is, do you want to keep him here as a hostage, or do you want to let him go back to his people and talk to them first?
Absolutely not. He has to stay
well,
here.
there's
I
Yeah.
say absolutely a hostage.
one back and keep one.
And to let him know we're serious, I suggest we cut off one of his fingers.
Oh, goddamn.
The middle
Well,
finger.
I
So
think that we're just going to be starting another war, which we do not need.
So I'll tell you guys what. You can role play, debate a little bit if you want to, or we can put it to a vote right now. It's up to you guys.
Well, I know Zyrena
Who's the
would
prisoner?
say that she wants to keep him hostage.
Yeah.
And I like how you think, Varian, but I think if we damage a prince, we could cause some problems with the castle.
Okay.
So,
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Fingernails instead. Yeah, you're right.
sure.
Is there anything anyone else would like to say before we put it to a vote? No? Okay. We'll put it to a vote. So, Actonel, let him go back to his people or keep him here as a hostage?
Definitely keep him here as a hostage. He's
All
a
right.
captive before.
All right. Bearclaw, hostage or let him leave?
Let's see. So he's like just like a normal soldier, right? He's no like high figuring.
He's a
He's a
prince.
prince.
He's a prince.
He's a prince.
of
He is
the enemy.
He is the son of the
Oh yeah,
king.
he's
Yeah.
not going nowhere. No,
Okay.
he's staying
But
right here.
there's two of them.
So two. Yeah. So there are two of them. So to be clear of the circumstances, so there are two princes. Jasper, the one who wants peace, he is the older one and the one who is talking to you guys. The younger one, Weagle, he is the one who's like talking shit, like saying like, "Come on, just kill us. You won't." Like he's talking shit. Now, basically, Jasper is claiming that he would like to go back to his people so that his father believes that the peace talks are real, that it isn't just a ploy. However, your allies, or some of them, are saying that it's smarter to keep him as a hostage and have him send the message with you guys. So what do you want to do, Bearclaw? Do you want him to go back to his people, or you want to keep him as a hostage?
I want to keep him as a hostage and cut the other one's tongue.
All right, all right.
Yes!
Me.
Yes! Praise God! Yes!
All right.
I
That
don't
will,
think we can take on the entire castle, though. This could get
Praise
ugly.
the silly court. Yes.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
reiterate what I said before. We might cause problems.
Crumby, how about you? Keep them hostage or
I-
let them leave?
I say let them leave.
Okay, so you say let them leave. Torvin, what do you say? Oh, boy.
Sorry.
That's what he's saying, man. You got to decipher it.
In my opinion, we have two of them. It would make sense to keep the loudmouth and send the diplomat back.
Okay. So we have two.
We can still cut out his tongue,
Okay.
Yes.
but keep him as collateral.
Okay.
So all the above.
Very, very well said. Very well said. Okay. So Crumby and Torvin both say let the diplomat prince leave. Varian, what do you say?
The turtle. He speaks of a method that I haven't even considered. Let one of them leave and the other one as a hostage. I'm going to be honest, guys. I like that idea a lot.
But how
But
do we
before-
know who's the mom's favorite?
Hmm.
What if they really don't care about one of them?
Hey, you two. Who does your dad love more?
The oldest is always the next in line.
Jasper raises his hand and he says, well, technically, I'm the next one to be king.
Got you. We'll keep you. Loudmouth, you can go.
All right.
No.
But he's not the best representative. I don't know if that guy's gonna advocate for us.
So based
Don't
off
worry.
of the votes, it seems to me like you guys are going to keep both of them.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a win-win for the guy that is the loudmouth, because if his brother dies, then he just gets the throne next, right? So like, it's a sacrifice he's willing to make.
Right.
We don't know that.
So we keep the loudmouth. I mean, we keep the quiet one. No, wait, yeah, we keep the loudmouth. So we let the quiet one go, or the more reasonable one go.
Yeah, he can reason with his father, but it needs to be he is the one to do it. If we send the loudmouth back, they'll be mad. And the five of us cannot take on another army with all of the people dead that we came to.
Okay.
So with the way the conversation is gone, oh, go ahead.
I I agree. I feel like if we let the aristocratic kid go, he'll probably be more reasonable as to what happened. He won't go, yeah, they tried to, rip off our limbs. They killed everyone. They were just barbarians. I feel like that's what the loudmouth is going to say.
Oh,
But
100%.
I feel like the aristocrat. I'm so glad you said that. I feel like the aristocrat.
I say
I feel
we
like
cut the loudmouth's head off and tell the other one, the
This is
diplomatic
getting
one.
worse.
Mm,
You already lost one son. Don't lose a kingdom.
he's talking.
That's the message.
So
He's talking.
So when you say that, like Jasper's like, no, please. My brother, he's a hothead. He has a loud mouth. I don't disagree with you, but he's still my brother. I love him. And if he dies, my father, he will not forgive it. And war will continue forever. Please, you cannot harm him. If you harm him, I don't know what my father would do.
Like harm
So
as
he
in
said we
kill.
won't, but we will.
Like harm as in kill or harm as in like harm.
Well, I imagine nothing permanent. If you want to hurt my brother, well, I wouldn't blame you, but nothing that is going to be permanent, like removing fingers or anything like that. Please, my father, he knows that I'm a better son than Weagle. Hey! It's true, Weagle. Come on now.
I can see that. Yeah, I believe it.
Can Zyrena go over to Jasper and just pat him on the head like, thank you for saying that. It's almost like I was right. We shouldn't harm the princes. We should keep them here and then peacefully bring them to the king after. But that's the last I'll say on the subject.
Like,
Got
when
it.
you say that, Jasper, he, like, blushes harder from you, like, patting him on the head. Like, he's blushing really hard right now. All right, so with that being said, it sounds to me like you guys are keeping both of them. Now, if you want to harm them, that's totally up to you, but you guys are keeping both of them. So both princes are hostage to you guys now. And so at that point, a message is sent out for someone from the divine, or someone from the Eagle Kingdom to show up to help with this, basically. I'm going to say that you guys all get a long rest. So long rest for all of you.
Ooh, hell
Hooray.
yeah.
I did have a quick question, DM. The one living fighter who was near Torvin, I know we didn't kill him before break. Did he actually die, or was I just not paying attention?
No, he is not dead. He is standing there as well. You guys can kill him or keep him as a hostage as well. It's totally up to you guys.
I don't see a reason to keep him.
There's a free messenger right here if we keep the princes.
It's true.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But will he do what we want him to?
Yes, yes, I will. Please, I have a wife and a child. Please, I will deliver whatever message you want. We have a garrison not even more than 2 miles from here. I will go there and I'll deliver whatever message you want. Please.
Okay, good. And if you guys try any shady stuff, we'll send 3 of your fingers to your wife and child. So.
No, please. I need my fingers. My wife would be very upset if I lost them. Please.
Is there
I know
anything
that.
we can have Jasper add to the message to where the king can verify that this is coming from them, that this is serious business?
Jasper would nod. He'd say, "Yes, absolutely. I can add my royal signature to the letter. That way he'll know it's me."
Good.
I will just point out, if we let this soldier go, he goes there and warns them. They could retaliate.
Oh yeah, we need to kill him. You're right.
I think.
You're right.
I think
yeah.
it's maybe not a good idea.
How's
we
it more
should
dangerous than walking up to them? The 6
we
of
should
us.
we should really make an example of what's gonna happen to those 2 brothers if they try to do any shady stuff. We gotta kill that guy brutally.
So
I'm gonna be honest.
So when you guys say that, Jasper, he says, "No, please, no. My father would never endanger my life. If he knows that I'm being held by all of you, he will not send anyone to attack here. I give you my word on that. Please. My father's a lot of things, but he is not a cruel man. He would not risk my life. I promise you."
I don't believe you.
You can say
I don't
whatever
trust
you
him
want.
either.
You can
My
say whatever
king's
you
on
want,
list.
child, but
I believe it.
I
the end of the day, it's your father's decision. And if he endangers our lives, he endangers yours. I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest.
I believe he will not endanger his son's life.
It's not even about whether it's endangering. Let's say they bring an army over and
Then they die.
specifically capture them. Like they can come and capture the sparrows and not hurt them, you know? So I think that might be
If they
what.
come with an army, they die, we die. And that will be that. We'll die in our
You two in specific die a very brutal death that I will be the cause of. It's just not going to be a good situation for anyone.
So we do need protective measures in place. We need to either be in hiding or like be somewhere where they can't easily reach us, where they would have to like approach us, but without really knowing where we are.
So you guys have your own like little small base, a trench not far from here. So you do have a small trench base, and reinforcements will be here soon of your army. So
what's around that trench?
Just secret bombs planted in the ground that you guys know about, and that's really it. Basically, just broken down desert land.
Okay, so what if we have scouts of ours? Just keep an eye and basically require them to only send like a representative. And if they were to try and approach us with an army, we'd get the message.
Yeah, and then we'd,
I think we try to negotiate for peace. There's more profit in that for all of us as well.
I say just send me, and if they capture me, so be it. We just kill the sons.
I mean, no.
You know what? You know what?
The sacrifice I'm willing to make.
You know what? I like you, so I disagree with that statement. I don't want you to be the sacrifice. I prefer, any sons to be the sacrifice rather than you, if anything.
Look, we won the war. We have their princes. We have the upper hand. So they have to approach us peacefully and offer us, the peace terms that we would be happy with.
As you guys are having this debate, Paul walks up and goes, "Hey guys, whew, oh man, oh." He's like breathing, breathing heavy from running. He's like, oh man, I really shouldn't have eaten that sandwich last night. Fuck. Whew. Okay. Yo guys, listen. I sent a message over to the kingdom. King Starkland, he sent a message back. He told me to control the land, make sure no one touches the orb of magic. And he said that he's sending the Prince Damien Starkland. He's on his way here now.
Like right now?
Yeah, he'll be here in about 8 hours.
Okay.
You guys all know the Prince Damien. Prince Damien is a legendary warrior. He is the next person to become king, yet he is constantly in battles for the war. He's a very legendary warrior for the Eagle Kingdom.
So let's go back to our camp and wait for him.
Yes,
And go.
I think that's a good idea.
We can interrogate them overnight.
Mm-hmm.
See the extent of what they know about the orb and what it does and so on.
Jasper's eyes kind of widen. Interrogate? Please, if you were our prisoners, we would never harm you. Could you potentially not harm us either, please?
Could you please say it louder for all the dead bodies all around us, sir?
Like Jasper's he kind of gets super nervous from you saying that, as he kind of shrinks up a little bit. Like he's very nervous right now, and he just kind of shuts up at that point.
Don't worry, Your Highness. We won't hurt you. We already know that's not wise to do.
Yes, they won't hurt you. You're right.
When Zyrena says that, he kind of breathes a sigh of relief as he kind of inches closer towards Zyrena, since she seems to be one of the only people who does not want to brutally kill him.
Well, for now, don't get on my bad side.
Is there anything else anyone else would like to say before we go back to camp?
Let me turn into a gorilla and do the 1v2 early. And then we'll do the other 98.
Your ideas, man, they're just back-to-back bangers, you know what I mean? But I'm going to ask Jasper, what is your relationship with Damien the night that's on his way? What's your like in terms of like? Does he like you? Does he hate you? What's that about?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Repeat the question.
Like, what's your relationship with Damien, that super
Who are you
legendary
asking?
warrior? Jasper.
Jasper.
Oh, Jasper. He shrugs. I have no idea. I've never met anyone from your kingdom. This is the first time I've ever even been on the battlefield. My father sent me here to try to study the orb of magic to understand what it is. I may be a prince, but I'm also a scientist. Well, kind of a scientist.
And he sent you here in the middle of a very dangerous battle.
Well, to be fair, we had the upper hand. We've been able to maintain this ground for over a week. We weren't expecting you to charge like a bunch of madmen.
I look around at all the dead bodies around us and I go, the upper hand, huh? Right. Okay.
I'd like to remind you, as he gets a bit defensive, I would like to remind you that for the last 15 years, we've won almost every battle, because unlike all of you, we actually take dignity in our weapons and our skills. It's not our fault that your king sent a bunch of his men to die just to win a battle.
Hold your tongue, boy.
When you say that, he immediately kind of stares at you as his second wind kicks in. Maybe I won't. Maybe you all should realize that this war has been pointless, that all these deaths have been for nothing. We should have been working together years ago, but your king has refused to negotiate every single time. My father has sent message after message to your king, and he's ignored all of them. If you ask me, maybe we aren't the villains here. Maybe all of you are the villains.
And?
Yes. All these opinions are lovely from your pedestal.
he looks embarrassed by that as he just kind of looks down.
I mean,
I'm not the king. I don't speak for the king. This is just my job.
Besides,
hold on, real quick. One of you is trying to say something. For now, what?
But now the battle has stopped. No, it was for now, the battle has stopped. We'll hold our line, get some rest, let these brothers meet tomorrow, and then everybody can kill each other again the next day. Because that's how this world works. Anyway, shall we all go back to camp now?
Yes, I grow weary of arguing over the same point. I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
All right.
Indeed.
Orvin is going to take an apple and cram it into the younger prince's mouth. Shut up. And then he's going to just turn and walk to camp.
We should hold them separately.
Yes, I think so too.
What about the soldier who surrendered? Is he?
Oh yeah, I forgot about you.
Is he dying or living?
Weren't we gonna send him back?
We were, but
well, I think for now we're just gonna wait for our prince to come here and.
Yeah, we don't really need another delegate, so.
I feel like we make an example out of him. Maybe flay him.
Poor guy, dude.
Turn to an eagle and fly his head over their kingdom, and then drop it.
Yeah, I don't think that's an example except by killing all good people.
I was actively shitting himself.
All right, I'm putting you guys on a new map now for the camp.
Are we able to move the sphere or no?
No one's ever been able to move it. It stays floating in the air.
Can we have some people just guarding it?
Yes.
Like scouts or
yes, absolutely. So 20 men remain behind to watch over it.
Just to be safe, I think I might actually go guard that orb with the 20 dudes.
You can, absolutely, if you want to.
Yeah, because their performance during this battle was a little bit...
lackluster.
Yeah,
At least
could have been
a little undertrained.
Right. I'm going
Yeah,
to.
maybe they skipped a few classes in boot camp 101. I don't know what happened. I don't know what
Zoom.
happened. So,
They had the pandemic here. Educated.
so
I will
I'll
see
guard,
you tomorrow.
I'll guard the orb with them. I'll guard the orb with them.
All right.
Since I don't think Torvin's ever been this close to it in any combat he's been in, he would like to take just some time before resting to investigate the orb. Now that there's nobody present to interfere.
Absolutely. So you walk up to the orb. Now, my question is, are you just going to look at it for a little while, or you want to stay there for a while?
I'm going to stay here for long enough that I can still get a long rest, but
Yeah.
I'm going to take a good minute to review it, look for any patterns or fluctuations, sift through arcana, blah 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 stuff.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm going to assume that you guys take the soldier who surrendered. You guys aren't going to kill him yet, I'm assuming.
For now.
Okay. Cool. So, Torvin, move your token towards the orb. Or I could do it for you if you can't.
If you could, please, that'd be great.
Yeah, I got you. So 20 men stay there. Varian, yes, I got you. So Varian, you're at the orb as well. Everyone else is retreating back to camp. So the rest of you retreat back to camp. Regal remains gagged. Jasper keeps walking along next to Zyrina along with the others as you guys walk back towards camp, waiting for the prince to get there, Prince Damien. And so as you guys keep walking along, we now go to Torvin. Torvin, roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Yeah, shit. At 10. I did roll a 17 investigation before you started talking, but yeah.
Okay, cool. So you walk up to it. Do you touch the orb, or are you just getting really close to it?
I think I would use my rod, which is my spellcasting focus, to kind of use it as a means of focusing the Arcana check. So that would come into contact, but not physically.
Okay. So you touch it with the staff, and you sense a darkness inside of this orb. And as you listen closely, you feel a darkness shroom around your body. And then you hear a voice in your head. In your ears, it whispers, "I'm so lonely."
Ever rolls down my spine.
That king hasn't had anyone touch me until you finally place your hand on me, and I will awaken and give you whatever you desire.
No. So, what have we learned? You are creepy as shit. Okay. I'm not too fast when it comes to relationships, so I don't try to get physical very quickly. What's your name?
My name is Torvin.
Nope. Try again.
Okay, I'll try again. My name is Torvin's going to die.
That sounds more accurate.
I have another name. Actonel is going to die.
Wow, backstabbing.
I mean, you might as well just say your name's inevitability. We all die.
I like you. You're not like the others. You actually carry a brain, which is why you should let me have you. Just do it. You know you want to.
Swipe or no swiping.
I'm going to get back to you on that. And he'll try to break away from the connection.
You break the connection, and as you do, a small little spider appears on top of your right hand. It's like a small little daddy long leg spider.
Hmm.
I think my flamethrower would come in handy right now.
Agreed.
He tosses it down. Not in the mood for you.
The spider, it skitters away on the floor, running away. And Varian, you find yourself to be camping out with the other men and women, all soldiers, as you camp out near the orb, and you remain in formation, ready if anyone shows up.
Varian's gonna talk to the guys like, so, what happened out there, guys? Like, come on.
One guy looks at you and he goes, "Listen, man, I know you didn't really see that much because you fucking teleported or whatever, but that fucking witch, she summoned fucking meteors, bro. Meteors! Fucking meteors flew through the fucking sky, dude!"
Should have gotten out the way, man. I don't know what to tell you. You don't just look up at a mirror and go, wow, that's a meteor. No, you move out the way. Why didn't any of you do that? Huh?
We've never had a fucking meteor fly through, man. We didn't get fucking meteor training. We got fucking sword, shield, arrow training, not fucking meteor training.
All I'm saying, I saw that meteor. I saw that meteor, and I didn't get hit by it. So, like, I didn't even teleport when that happened, you know? So, like, y'all gotta get better, man. Like, no slight. Like, y'all are very good warriors, you know what I mean? Very good warriors. Y'all put up a good fight, but only 25 of y'all left? Wasn't there, like, over 100 of y'all?
They look at you and they say, "Well, can you train us?"
Say that again? Hold on. I gotta write this down. Hold on. Say that one more time.
Can you train us? Will you take us under your wing?
Practical joke number 113. Soldier number 115. Can you train us?
You're putting fire or something? I heard fire.
No,
He's on the battlefield.
Come on, man.
Yeah, but
Careful, bro. I hope your house isn't burning down or something, bro. Are you good?
No, my fire alarm just goes off sometimes.
Okay.
Just randomly? God, that fucking fire alarm, bro. Shit.
Sounds like a recurring theme.
I could share my screen with you. There's
Our
no
man
smoke
lives in
at all.
violence.
No, you're good. You're good.
This is just normal.
Like, half the
He
time I
meant
feel like
it when he said, "How'd you get hit by a meteor, bro? You're so weak." Happens to me every day. My house is constantly on fire.
all I'm gonna say is, man, you guys need to lock in. But yeah, I'm gonna go see what's going on downstairs. Last thing Varian's gonna do is he's gonna go, listen, y'all. I'll train y'all, but it'll be very difficult. A few of y'all may die, but that's worth it if y'all want to learn what I know. All right, I'm gonna go now. Bye bye.
They all nod at Matt. They all nod at Sensei fire alarm. They all nod. So we now get to you guys and to the camp. So you guys are at the camp. I'm gonna put you guys in the map for the camp. Oh, I already did. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are at the camp, and you guys all get a long rest. What do you guys do with Weagle and Jasper? Do you tie them up? If you do tie them up, where do you put them? Like, do you put them in the same spot? What are you guys doing with them?
I think we
should
should
hold them
keep them
separately.
separate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you keep them separate, and do you just keep them under guard? Or are you going to tie their hands? What are we doing?
Oh,
Can I
I'll
entangle
watch.
them?
I'll watch Jasper for the night.
I was not in favor of bringing either, so I will just sleep.
All right.
Am I able to entangle them for the night?
So your spell would not last indefinitely, so I wouldn't
gotcha.
use it. Yeah, like for a situation like this, if you do want to keep them bound, I just use rope.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, I'm gonna say they're both bound, and Zyrena, she takes over on watching Jasper as he sits in a corner, and he says, "Well, since I'm stuck here, do you have any books I could read, perhaps?"
He wants room service? You have room service too? Bro.
Oh, I just find it so funny you think I have books. Okay. No, I don't.
Well, if you don't have any books, are you willing to lend your ear to hear a story? I doubt I'll be able to sleep well tonight.
Sure. Go ahead.
So while that is going on, everyone else kind of like gets settled in for the night. Paul like relaxes and gets some sleep. Everyone like, yeah, go ahead.
I do want to do one thing
Yeah, absolutely.
before I
Yeah,
go
absolutely.
off. But one thing that Jasper said earlier, like, bothered Actonel.
Mhm.
So she's just gonna third wheel for just a moment here. But she's just gonna just walk in and say, "Something you said really bothered me there, Mr. Prince Jasper Sparrow. What is it about you that you think is much better than the other kingdoms?"
Jasper's eyes narrow. Well, I suppose it's hard to explain without sounding biased, but I think the reason why my home is the best is because, unlike others, we're willing to change. We are continuously trying to make things better. That's why we wanted to get control of the orb of magic. We wanted to be able to harness it, to use it to help cure people of the diseases, help people get over their hardness, over their grievances. However, it seems like unless I can bring about peace, this war will go on forever. I won't pretend like I'm not a coward. I was hiding while my own men were dying. However, I'm not so much of a coward that I'll stand still and let this war continue when it doesn't have to.
Actonel is just gonna be honestly just pissed that he has like this sense of, just this better than thou sanctimonious attitude towards the whole thing, and how he thinks that his kingdom is awesome and great and everybody else is unworthy of that power.
Mm-hmm.
But she's just gonna just storm out and just say, "That was cute. You're delusional," and just walk out.
So you walk out, and I'm gonna say you guys all get a long rest. And Actonel, you sleep outside the trench because of your anger. And so you sleep outside the trench, Actonel, and as you're sleeping outside the trench, where does everyone else sleep? Where are you guys sleeping? Are the rest of you sleeping in the trench, or what are we doing?
I think I'm sleeping in, like, probably pretty close to where I was on watch.
Yeah. No, you're good. Crumby, where do you...
I'll sleep outside the tent at the entrance.
Okay, cool. All right. How about you, Bearclaw?
Can I turn into an animal, like I don't know, like a frog, and sleep under the log?
Absolutely.
You hobo. You're such a hobo, Omni.
No, it's just if you guys get attacked in the middle of the night, like y'all are goners, I'm good and alive.
That's true.
Why kill a frog?
Why?
Paul and Claire need a room, please.
This
Can
is
they get a room?
so. This is Bearclaw as he's sleeping under the log.
Rip it.
Sleeping good too.
Except for the crocodile thing, noise.
All right, so you guys all get your long rest and you guys go to sleep. And after your long rest and sleep, Actonel, you feel someone kick your foot, and a man, he speaks down to you. He says, "Is there a reason why you're sleeping when you should be on guard duty? Identify yourself, name and rank, and make it fast. And I'll post in keynotes who's talking to you." You recognize him right away. You recognize him as the legendary warrior and next to be king, Prince Damien.
Okay. Yikes. Well, she's gonna. Obviously, she had just woken up, but she still has to show respect, I guess. She's gonna stand up and she's gonna say, "Oh, Your Highness, it's such a pleasure to meet you. You have no idea. My name is Zactunel, and I'm a warlock tiefling. I participated in this war. We have the two princes inside. Let me know how I could be of service."
He looks down at you and he says, "Very well then. Stay beside me. I want to see our situation. Let's go." As Damien begins walking towards the trench.
She nods and follows along.
So Damien, he walks into the trench, and I'm going to say it's morning time. I'm going to say it's about like 8 to 9 in the morning, and you guys are all walking together. And so as you guys are walking together, Prince Damien, he continues marching along, and he immediately goes in the trench. Jasper is asleep. Zyrena is not too far, sleeping as well. And the soldier who surrendered, he's sleeping next to Jasper. And Damien, he walks inside, and he looks at Actonel. "Explain the situation to me. Who are these two in front of me right here?" As he points his finger at the two of them.
We have Prince Jasper Sparrow, and the one surviving soldier, other than the other prince, Prince Wiggle, that we held in a separate compartment.
Damien nods. "Well, we don't need him alive," as suddenly he takes his sword out of his sheath and stabs in the head of the soldier right there.
So now kind of tilts her head like, okay, makes sense.
As he does that, Jasper's eyes like open wide awake, like, "Oh, what the? Why would you do that? Well, that was so barbaric. Well, what's wrong with you?" As Damien just stares at him. "Barbaric, huh? Oh, I'll show you barbaric." As Damien like walks up and kicks Jasper right in the face hard. And after he kicks him in the face, he grabs him by his collar and lifts him up and like gets ready to punch him in the face. At this point, you guys are all awake. Is there anything you guys would want to say or do about this?
Nah.
I would interrupt. I'd say, Prince Damien, I ask you to show a little restraint at the moment, as Prince Jasper would like to make peace. I know there hasn't been any, but we've lost lots of men on both sides, and he is saying that he can help us get peace for this land, and we all gain peace. We all gain from that. We all benefit from that, and we stop spilling everybody's blood, especially our own. So let's hear what he has to say.
Roll persuasion.
16.
So if it's 16, let me see here. So if it's 16, Damien, he lets go of Jasper. And he turns to look at you, and he nods. "Very well." And then he looks down at Jasper. "The orb. How does it work? Explain it to me." I would rather not. If you don't explain it to me right now, then I'm going to shove my blade into your tongue, and I'm going to make you swallow it down your throat. So I need you to listen to me, little prince boy. You're going to give me what I want, and I want to know how that orb works. Jasper seems very frightened right now as he looks at Damien. I'll show you. I'll take you there. Damien nods, and he sheaves his sword. "All right then. I heard Paul told me that there was another prisoner, Prince Weggle or something."
Yes, he is over off to the left. He's a younger brother of Jasper who's just rash, knows nothing.
All right. Damien says, "Very well. Let's go." And as he begins walking, and you guys are like walking along, the Prince Damien, he sees Regal like walking nearby, and Damien immediately takes his sword and he says, "We don't need him either." As he suddenly just swings his sword right for Regal's head. Does anyone want to try to stop him, or are you guys like okay with this?
Yes, I want to
I
stop
think so,
him.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so how do you guys stop him? Or like, do you guys say anything, or what do you guys do?
Prince, please. We're trying for peace, not war.
So
We'll
after,
have time to kill him later.
so after you say that, he's like, "Ah, I suppose you're right. Fine. I won't kill him. But he doesn't need his eyes. Come here, let me take them out." As he like starts walking towards Regal, he's like, he's like struggling, like as like the Prince Damien's like walking up towards him with a little dagger to like stab his eyes out.
Your Highness. She will say. I think that he's not worth the price that you could gain from leaving him be. I think that gaining control is more important than his ugly eyes, anyways.
Say we won't again, Weagle. I ain't forgot.
Weagle's like crying, like tears are rolling down his eyes, and Damien just kind of nods, and he looks at Bearclaw. Did he say that to all of you? He said that we wouldn't.
I turn into a parrot and I keep saying, "Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did."
So when you say that, Damien, he kind of like nods at you with a smirk, and he says, "I want you to see this next part for your duty of informing me of something important." As he kind of like lifts his shoulder for you to land on his shoulder. Do you?
Yes.
So you're on Damien's shoulder as he approaches Weggle, and he's like, "So you said we wouldn't, huh? You said we wouldn't?" As like Damien just kicks Weggle to the ground and begins like kicking him over and over in the stomach. Pull, like pull. He's just kicking him, and after kicking him a couple times, he just looks down at Weggle and he says, "I'm gonna let you free, but I want you to remember me until the day you die." And he takes out a knife, and fair warning, this is about to get a little graphic. He takes out a knife, and on Weggle's forehead, he begins carving a scar on his forehead, and he carves the letters "We wouldn't" on his forehead. He carves that.
Can I
like,
stop him? Can I try to stop him?
Absolutely. The question is how? How do you try to stop him?
Oh, someone's gonna have to hold me back if they don't want me to kill him.
Okay, so since I'm a parrot, I just want to make the same noises that I'm hearing of him getting beat up. So like the beat up sounds. That's all I want to. That's the only part I want to partake in this.
I want to, if there's anything near me, like a rock, I want to throw it to try to like hit his dagger out of his hand.
Okay, so you throw the rock and the dagger, it flies out of his hand, so he does not carve the words on the guy's forehead. And he looks at you and he goes, "Explain what you just did right now."
You're being unnecessarily cruel.
It's war. You think I'm going to be nice?
War is for a solution. This does not give us a solution.
You saying that, like Jasper's eyes, they kind of widen. And he has like a newfound respect for you. Like he's very surprised by what you said, and he trusts you a lot more now. And
Was this Damien or Jasper?
Jasper.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
You're good. Damien, he looks at you, and he nods. Fine. First it was Crumby, and now you're jumping in, so I suppose I might be in the wrong. Very well then. A beating will be enough for him, I suppose. Let's go. As Damien begins marching ahead. So you guys march together, and you guys return back to the void.
In all of this, External is just going to be like really confused. Like she's a bit shocked. This is her first up and close interaction with this Prince Damien, and like, what kind of gangsta bullshit is this?
Yeah, he is ruthless. Like he does not like he is a ruthless dude. Ironically, the rumors say that he wasn't always like that. That he started being very cruel when he had to be in the war and in the fights. Before he was, rumor has it he was a pianist. He played piano, but then he had to join the war.
Great. Don't care.
You
You will not make me like
Hitler was
him.
an artist. Yeah,
You will not.
I like to paint.
She really pulled it. Damn, that's crazy.
So you guys, I'm putting you guys a new map now. So you guys approach, well, not a new map, same map. So you guys approach the void, or the purple orb, and Jasper, he walks along next to Damien. And as he does, the orb, it begins to glow. Fascinating. I never thought I would see the Prince Damien and Prince Jasper together. Is this real? Damien shrugs. I guess it is, you weird fucking creepy ass voice, whatever the fuck you are, Damien says. And Jasper nods. Yes, deity. It is us. I see. I'll make a deal with you, Damien. If you kill Prince Jasper right now, then I will give my power to your kingdom. Well, don't gotta tell me twice. Damien says as he pulls out a dagger.
Yeah, that sounds like a fair trade. Yeah.
Hell no, hell no, hell no. No.
Well, shit, you know?
You
No, we
believe this
cannot.
fucking orb? It's obviously it's evil nature.
That was the easiest question I've ever heard. Would you rather have 1 gold or 2 gold, bro?
Would you rather have this thing lie to you and
So-
not give you anything but take your soul?
So Damien, he pulls out the dagger, but Zyrena, she gets in the way, and he like sighs and says like, "Oh my goodness, what is it?" And as like this is going on, Paul, he walks up and he says, wait a second, guys, I know the solution to this. This is just like the trolley problem."
Oh god.
And
No.
both princes are like, "What?" And Paul's like, "Yeah, this deity thing is testing you guys, making you guys feel like you have to do this, but you don't have to do this. If neither of you do it, yeah, go ahead.
Like the things that hide under bridges?
Yeah, exactly, exactly."
Oh, okay.
Paul says, like, not really knowing what the fuck he's talking about, as he like says that like from a book he read, and as he continues like saying this, he says, "I bet if neither of you do what it wants, you'll get a reward."
Mm.
Something like that. I didn't do what it wants. It didn't give me shit. So,
Your mic's acting up.
sorry.
Okay, so with that being said, Jasper, he like looks at Zyrena and he like nods, like saying thank you. As Damien, he says, "Fine, I won't kill him." Really?
Mm.
What if I give all of you immortality if you kill Jasper right now? The answer is no, you weird fucking voice, Damien says.
Oh.
And so, with that being said, the purple ball, it suddenly begins to glow. And it says, "I can't believe it. You actually passed my test. You actually pulled it off. This is crazy." And the orb disappears. The orb that's been fought over for 15 years suddenly disappears. And you guys see a man appear from the orb. And I'm posting in keynotes what this man looks like. So this man appears. Oh, oops. I totally forgot to change the map. Oopsie. Okay. So I'm posting keynotes what this man looks like. And he says, "Hello. My name is Rava. I'm a genie. And you all passed my test. Which means you all get one wish. Everyone here. You all get one wish. And you can have whatever you want. No matter what.
No matter what, huh?
However, your wish cannot counteract someone else's wish. That's the only rule.
Can this wish be used to harm someone? Hypothetically speaking.
Absolutely, as long as it's not someone else who has a wish.
What
Okay.
happens if you counteract someone's wish?
Both wishes will deter each other, and that'll be the end of it.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So with that being said, I'm going to put on the map, and at this point, you guys all get a wish for whatever you want. Damien goes first. He says, I wish that I wasn't such a psychopath. I used to be a lot nicer, and ever since this war got me sucked in, I tend to enjoy hurting people. And I don't want to be like that. Could you make it go away? Absolutely. Bing! And just like that, Damien, like he's smiling. He's saying, huh, I feel good. Hey, thanks for stopping me from scarring that guy. I would have felt bad about that. As he like nods at Zyrena.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Jasper says, I wish for all war to end. I want world peace. Jasper says out loud. And he says, you got it. Bing! All war
Lame.
over.
And everybody disappears.
Or here, we'll start top to bottom. So Zyrena, what would your wish be?
My wish is to no longer serve Damien and switch to what was it called? The Mystic
Sparrow Kingdom.
Yes, the Sparrow Kingdom.
All right, I got you, and I'll even throw in a little bonus. I'll get you a job that keeps you close to Jasper. A wink, like Rada says as he like kind of winks at you, and Jasper like blushes.
Great, thanks.
Okay, so next up is Actonel. What wish would you want?
Actonel's kind of sus of this, no catch setup that this guy is proposing. He's offering us. So her wish is going to be for there to be no harmful / negative consequences on anybody anywhere from the wishes that we're making right now.
All right.
Just in case there's like some caveat somewhere.
I like the way you think. I do. You know, it's real considerate. You know, real nice.
Just like to cover my bases, okay? I don't know you.
But I'm going to dismiss that wish because it's not necessary. This is a pure-hearted wish. There will be no negative effects from it, I assure you. I can say this because...
Insight check.
Go ahead, roll insight.
Nah, I don't trust them like that. 12.
All right, with a 12, you believe him. He's telling the truth.
I wish for the truth. I want to know what all powers this orb ever held other than this. Like, is this the whole thing?
So he says, the truth is that the god of this world has grown very dissatisfied with the way things have been going. Always different little small skirmishes or battles between different races, and he decided to send me down as a test. He sent me down here to decide whether or not mortals deserve to live. If after 20 years, mortals kept fighting each other to find out what I am instead of actually working together, then the entire world would have been erased. But you managed to get the two opposing sides to actually not kill each other. And so you passed the test. And that's why now I'm giving you all a free wish. And that's the end of it. The orb was nothing more than a hoax. To seem scary. I was even messing with your turtle friend over there a little bit. That was fun. As he kind of smiles at Torvin.
So yeah. Well, that answered my wish, but just that the truth that we've been killing each other all this time over a glowing orb.
Yep.
It's like how ignorance is a bliss. This is how Actonal is feeling right now. She's feeling like disillusioned and it's ugly. It's a bitter pill.
You guys think the soldiers in the afterlife are seeing this right now?
Yeah, imagine.
Bear Claw, what is your wish?
Can I wish for the people that have died in the war to be brought back?
Absolutely you can, Rava says as he snaps his fingers. Although I should warn you, people might not be too happy. I mean, they might not have enough food to feed them, but I like the way you think, buddy, as he snaps his fingers, and all the people who've been killed during the war are brought back to life, just like that.
Whoa.
Amazing.
You guys just see, the Divine Knight, Avery, standing next to you guys,
Oh, God.
oh, man. I helped a little bit, right, guys?
You couldn't have excluded the wish to him? Oh my god. Oh my word, bro.
Very
Oh,
specific.
goodness.
All right.
Whoa, hold on. Can you exclude Vizvina? Is that too late? I don't want her back. Please.
No, she's back.
As
I
you,
spoke it.
Yep,
She is
yep.
alive.
And so as you as you say that out loud, Westvina suddenly appears in front of you guys. She's like, "Well, it seems like we don't have to fight anymore. I'm sorry for getting so pissed off. Would any of you want to get a drink with me after this war?"
No.
Water on the bridge. Water on the bridge.
She goes.
She doesn't know that I mugged her, does she?
No, she doesn't. She says.
Okay, good.
She says.
No.
Noted as she walks away.
I was gonna say I would love some water. I like this one. My favorite drink.
She kind of she just walks away. She doesn't have anything on her. She just walks away, and everyone's brought back to life from the war, but they know that the war is over now. There's no more fighting isn't allowed anymore. We go to Crumby now. What wish do you want, Crumby?
I was for prosperity for both kingdoms to have whatever they need when they need it, from food to water to gold. It's just to have prosperity and enjoy life.
All right. You got it, buddy. Bing! All right, Torvin, what's your wish?
Torvin would like to go last, unless he's the last one already.
Okay, that's fine. Varian, what's your wish?
So I have a question before I wish. So when one of my colleagues said, my fault, when that brat said, no more wars, does that mean any current wars? Does that include all wars that would have happened? Or
That's right. There are no more wars at all. War will never happen again. I've made it to where mortals will no longer feel the need to hurt each other.
Oh.
Crazy. That's insane.
Never?
Yep, never.
Even animals.
Well, unfortunately, he didn't specify that, so no, people can still hurt animals, but when it comes to sentient beings, they cannot hurt each other.
Oh god, I love steak. Okay. Let's see. So they can hurt. So they can't hurt any sentient, fully sentient animals like you and I, is what you're saying.
Exactly, correct.
Disclaimer: Druid is sentient.
No, we know that. No one is questioning your humanity.
That's what I had to ask, bro. I was like
Are you trying to hunt me?
Well, I mean, are you do you taste good?
Nope, not at all.
No, then no.
All right. So, what is your wish, Varian? Do you have any idea?
I'm a pretty simple guy. I guess Can you make the loudmouth a mute?
Oh my god.
I mean,
No,
No!
he
That's
almost
the
got away with
greatest
it.
wish of all time.
No!
What is the most unselfish wish there is?
Rogel's eyes widen as the gag like comes out of his mouth, and you guys watch as his tongue like just disappears. Like he opens his mouth, he's like, no, you fucking asshole, no! And you just watch as his mouth's open and his tongue just disappears. Boop, gone. His tongue is gone.
God damn it.
And then just like that, he's mute.
Guy's
Bro.
good.
As you say that,
Crazy.
Jasper, like Jasper mutters to himself, honestly, I'm kind of glad he made that wish.
Praise be the Sealy Court. Thank you, Genie.
Can I turn into a parrot and say we won again?
Wait, who said they were happy that he made the wish?
Jasper said
Oh
that.
my god, you're evil, man. The fuck?
Jasper's like, in my defense, I love my brother, but he's almost died 4 times talking trash to people. I think this might be for the best.
You see, Jasper, you know what I realized? I realized that your brother's royalty. And a mouth like his, that's bound to start a war no matter what wish. So I had to silence him.
Great.
All right. Very well.
How are you feeling now? What's your name, Loudmouth?
Like
Say that again. Say that again.
He's just
That
crying.
is so messed up. It's so messed up.
Yep.
He's just
problem
crying.
solved. All right. Move on to the next wish.
He's just crying. So with that being said, we now go to
Corbett?
Torvin. Torvin, what's your wish?
You said that you were here by orders of a higher power because he wasn't pleased with the small skirmishes that humanity and other mortal races put upon ourselves. Your presence alone created a huge conflict that has taken the lives of many. Granted, many of them have now returned. But I think the meddling of higher powers might be the bigger problem. So my wish is to shatter the arcane weave.
Oh, spicy. Just to make sure I got the record straight here. Are you wishing that magic doesn't exist, or that gods don't exist? Or that gods can't interfere with people?
Yes.
No,
You
no.
won't
Be
get that wish
specific,
then.
Be specific. I like magic. I use magic. I like magic a lot. It helps me teleport.
Yeah.
Be specific, please.
Yes,
Torvin the God Slayer.
Yep. He says, you need to choose. I can't do all of them, my friend. You have to choose one.
Then it would be my wish to remove divinity's presence from this plane.
Thank the gods.
Bro.
He nods. He says, very well. I am truly curious how this is going to work out. The gods will never come down here again, myself included. Good luck to all of you. I wish you all the best. And
All the
enjoy
paladins
this
fired?
new world. What was that?
All the paladins are going to be fired all of a sudden?
Yep, just like that. And just poof, the genie disappears. And all in all, the world never has war again. People don't want to hurt each other anymore. There's prosperity. No one's poor anymore. Thanks to Crumby makes it to where no one's poor anymore. Torvin makes it to where the gods can't bother people anymore. Varian makes it to where Regal is mute forever. Actonel found out the mystery of the orb. Zyrena got to join the Sparrow Kingdom and have a comfy job next to the prince that she may like or not like. I don't know, but it's a possibility. And then Bearclaw made it to where all the people from the war were brought back to life. So no one died from this great war. And all in all, that is the end of the one shot and happy ending for everybody. Very good job, everybody. That is the end.
Thank you very much.
Yay!
Yay.
I'm gonna end the recording now, but before I do, I wanted to ask you guys, did you guys have a good time?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
we did.
Oh, yes.
It was
very
fun.
That was
Awesome.
And
very
before
fun
you
game.
before you end, I want to say thank you. You did a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Appreciate
Seriously.
that.
All right, guys. I'm going to end the recording.